You were asked yesterday, did you have a good Christmas?
Oh, everybody.
Hey, Ty, did you have a good Christmas? Oh, yeah, I had a great Christmas. I'm searching for. I talked to 147 people yesterday. They all of them, every one of them had a great Christmas.
You like somebody saying, actually,
I am in search this morning of the person that did not have a good Christmas.
My Christmas sucked.
In fact, that may, when people ask me that today, that just may become my answer. I had a great Christmas.
Just to see the reaction.
Just because you have a good Christmas. Oh, yeah, I had a good Christmas.
It's like the same thing with Thanksgiving. I mean,
hey, did you have a good Christmas? No, it sucked. Turkey was dry. Ham was overcooked.
I didn't get what I wanted.
The in-laws fought with each other. We had a wrestling match.
I had a Christmas vacation type of Christmas where everything just went wrong. Oh, yeah. And that's just funny because it's almost like Christmas is such a wonderful time of the year that if you come out and you say, I had a terrible Christmas, people kind of wonder, it's like, I mean, how do you have a terrible Christmas?
Think about all the stupid things we ask. And you forget about it. That's exactly what we do every year in the few days following. You have a good Christmas? Oh, you have a good Christmas. We just feel obligated. It's the
obligatory
start to any conversation right now. Hey, did you have a good Christmas? Yes,
we did.
I'm going to just start saying no. No, it really wasn't very good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, just to see the reaction, because I think people would be so shocked by that.
And then you start giving the craziest reasons why.
It's a good idea. So there you have it. If you ask Tommy Kraft about his Christmas, he's going to give you the right answer.
Am I the only one that ran into 147 people yesterday and had to answer that same question? Hey, and I was just as guilty of asking.
No, I did not run into 147.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah. I was guilty of saying the same thing. Yeah, it was great. Family and fun. Food. Yeah. So kind of like the three F's there that really make Christmas great. Family, fun, and food. That's what I had. And that's what was great about it. But no, I think it's just, it's like the comedian Bill Engvall. I don't know if you know him. He always says, people asking stupid questions. Here's your sign. Yeah, I mean, did you get your truck stuck? No, I was delivering this underpass and I ran out of gas. It's kind of the same thing when it comes to the questions that sometimes people ask. But the thing is, it's not like, it's almost out of like a courtesy. And it's just a friendly... Well, it's not, I wouldn't say an icebreaker because most people know you, but it's just friendly like, hey,
it's the obligatory start to the conversation.
Yeah, I'm checking in on you. Just want to make sure that the enjoyable time of the year was enjoyable for you.
I just want to make sure you had a good Christmas.
Yes. So it's not like it's a rude thing or anything like that.
It's the same thing like you go to someone's house. Hey, do you got a bathroom? No, we crap in the yard.
Yeah.
No, we go outside. We built this new house. Built it 3 years ago, but we decided bathrooms were overrated.
But you know their intent, though. That's the thing.
The thing is, people already think I'm a smart aleck. So if I answer that way...
No, not that.
If I answer that way, it just gets worse.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Hey, you got a bathroom?
Nope.
Nope.
Got an outhouse.
Yeah.
Go out there.
See that tree?
Yeah.
Front side for number 1, back side for number 2.
Separate themselves, yeah. I mean, no, but that's
why there's so many leaves on the backside.
Well, it's just
well fertilized.
It's just funny that we all do that, though. We all do.
I'm just as guilty.
Yeah, and it's just you wonder why.
Maybe that's what every call we have that. Hey, John, hey Bill, whoever calls, Melanie, did you have a good Christmas? Why, yeah.
No, but people are listening. They're going to start coming in and stealing your idea and saying, no, I didn't.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm after today.
It was terrible. No, you know what's...
Hey, did you have a good Christmas? No, it sucked, and here's why.
You know what's even more awkward than that? Asking someone like you say, just like you ask everybody, did you have a good Christmas? I don't celebrate Christmas. Oh. It's like, what do you say to that? Because there's some people out there that do not celebrate Christmas for religious reasons or whatever, which is fine. But you're just
hey, how about that football game?
Yeah, you're just like, so what'd you do?
Hey, did you see the Lakers?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all you can say. It's like, where do you go from there? Where's that next step?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to say because you don't want to come off rude and just be like, well, what in the world do you do then? What are you doing? It's like, but you just get stuck in this rut and you just assume sometimes that everybody celebrates Christmas, and then when you find out that they don't celebrate, it's kind of like, oh, well, and then you don't want to start guessing which holiday they celebrate, so you just really find yourself in a bind. And you try to just, move on the conversation as quickly as possible. But that's also a very awkward thing is when you ask people and they say, no, I don't celebrate Christmas. And like, well,
Because do we ask? I mean, do you walk up? Hey, did you have a good Easter? Hey, did you have a good 4th of July? I mean, I don't think in a week we're going to be saying, hey, did you have a good New Year?
No.
Quite like we do Christmas.
I think you say, did you have a good Thanksgiving? I think people ask that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it's just for the extended holidays. Because Thanksgiving's an extended holiday. Christmas is an extended holiday.
But I'm still looking for the one that had a bad one,
Well, you don't want anyone to have a bad Christmas.
No, but, I mean, surely we don't bat 1,000 on this deal.
But it's like, it's got to be really bad for you to have a bad Christmas, I feel like. Because it's like, even if something went wrong, it's like, okay, well, the kids were still happy because they got some gifts, or, obviously good to see family. Like, even if your house flooded, it's like, well, the kids were happy with the toys they got. Or, there's always got to be some type of justification to it. Because, like I said, it's got to be really bad for you to come out and say, no, I had a horrible Christmas. Like, you have to have a Christmas vacation type of Christmas where the tree gets set on fire, the cat explodes, a squirrel's in your tree, your family's causing all these issues, your aunt wrapped her cat as a present. Like, you got to have pretty much everything go wrong for you to have a bad Christmas, in my opinion. But and maybe that should be something we should ask people. It may not have to be this past, but it's like, have you? Well, here's what, Tommy, you celebrate what, 42, 43 Christmases now?
40. I'll be 43 next Monday.
Can you think of a quote unquote bad Christmas that you've ever had?
No.
See, I can't either. I can't think of a time.
But it's been years of therapy suppressing several years.
Yeah, well, that's probably
82,
helpful.
88, 94, 01. No.
Say I've got really specific with the years there.
But years of therapy help put it all behind me.
Well, thank goodness. That's what it's there for. But no, I'm curious about that because it's like, okay, obviously people maybe not had a bad Christmas, but it's like, what defines a bad Christmas for people? I mean, Ty, have you ever had a bad?
Yes.
Of course, because you didn't get something. Didn't you?
Shut up. The one Christmas, the one white Christmas in Little Rock, we went to Rogers for my grandparents, and I told my dad we were never, ever traveling for Christmas again. He said, okay.
So that was bad because you weren't where you wanted to be.
In terms of snow. Yeah. I've never been disappointed in like gifts or anything. But
would you say that Christmas sucked?
Yes, that whole trip, because my grandparents made us stay in till 9 o'clock. We couldn't wake up till 9 a.m., and we were like 7 and 8, so we wanted to be up at
Why couldn't you wake up till 9 a.m.?
Well, they wouldn't let us go downstairs and like
see your
be
new
up and open
gifts.
present.
See
till
what Santa
9
brought.
a.m.?
Yeah, it
That's
was late.
rough.
It was so annoying, and I love my grandparents, but I was so irritated with them that day.
Boy, you talk about that wouldn't be
9 a.m.
That'd be frustrating.
It was late.
If it's past 7 a.m.
7.
to go down there and get them.
That's way. That's what
I'm saying. That's the latest you could do it.
Maybe it was 8, but it was a time where we used to get up at 6:30. Maybe I'm overblowing.
And you're having to
bit.
sit there and wait anxiously to see what Santa brought
and
you.
I'm up at like 5:30 at the time when I'm young. Just
because everyone's excited. Yeah,
full of anxiety. Yeah.
Man, 9 a.m.
That's the worst Christmas. But I mean, even at that point, it wasn't bad. It was just annoying because the timing and the fact that it was a white Christmas in Little Rock when I wasn't there.
Is anybody shocked that Ty's the one guy that had the bad Christmas on this show because of the snow? Well, I can understand the frustrations, though. I can definitely understand the frustrations. But no, that's funny. Maybe, hey, if anybody's out there and actually had a bad Christmas at some point in your time in your life, I want to know what it was. I want to know why it was bad. What made it a bad Christmas? You can tweet at us at HitThatLineAR, or you can call in at 877-377-6963.
Here's the other one. Did Santa come to see you?
Did you make the naughty list?
Santa come to see you? That's the other one we all,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I did. I saw him.
I was about to ask you,
We
Tom.
had a nice visit over milk and cookies.
Harold, he finds the bottom. Harold's had the ball the entire time. Now there's a shot that, no doubt, Peacock can make it to an open three, but no.
Yeah, when Santa takes a break when it comes to Tommy's house.
Santa's a little tired of milk and cookies when it gets to my house.
Yeah, he goes raiding the liquor cabinet there at Tommy Kraft's house.
Stiff cocktail and some leftover ribs.
Hey, for
what Santa prefers.
For the job he has to pull off there. Hey, even Santa deserves a little sauce there to try to get through the night.
Needs a little ethanol to get
exactly
back to the North Pole.
Try to help him out there. So, but hey, we are going to talk some sports.
Oh man!
Rumor has it Nick Mason's going to be in here. We'll see what happens. We'll see if he'll be in studio. We'll talk a little basketball.
Wonder if he had a good Christmas.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to ask him. And it is a Recruiting Thursday, and it is presented by Razorback Camper Sales.
Yeah, exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs. I'm certain Wes and the gang had a good Christmas. You can stop in and ask them today in Hot Springs. Right now, the end-of-year blowout sale going on right now. Lowest prices in the state, including their 27 and 28-foot Salem travel trailers. These are the 18s that got to go, fully loaded with awnings, power jacks, slide-outs, everything you're looking for. Just $21,986 or $225 a month. A perfect New Year's gift for you at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs and online at RazorbackCampersales.com.
Harrell, he finds the bottom. Harrell's had the ball the entire time. Now there's a shot that, no doubt, Peacock can make it. It's an open three, but not what they were looking for. Yeah, not close. In rhythm, Avery Simpson. It's a long two. Oh, I love that pass. Gafford. Too easy, another basket. He's going to get the last try. Pearson, no. You heard the shot clock expiring on the other end. Pearson did get it off before the final whistle. Arkansas up 7. Freshman misfires. He's got to get back. Nottingham using his body well. It's out to Shea. Nigel Pearson. And he sinks the three. And he has to get going in a big way. By Nigel Pearson running through him. Great backdoor cut, great pass. How about adding that to Daniel Gafford's game? Not only is he a man, they were smart basketball plays. Texas State needed that three. Nottingham up and down the floor this second half. Not too many points. And that one rattles home. So Jalen Harris. Texas State turned him down. He's more of a pass-first guy. Got that one to fall, though. And another three. This is Nigel Pearson. So back-to-back possessions for the Bobcats with triples. They've tied this game up again. Yeah, well, the three-point line can get you back in the game quick. Gafford, the reverse slam. You can twist him around. Shed, so he's coming back into the game. Reggie Chaney, haven't seen him quite a bit today. He's got a clutch basket. You had something to say about that.
I told him one thing. I told him just to do what he thinks is right. You can't listen to everybody when you didn't play with your brother.
He came the year after you. Yeah. And I see similarities in those two guys. Pass first, very committed. You see right there, that's what he's trying to do. And Reggie Chaney struggled early in the game.
That's the biggest person I've ever seen in my life.
How about Chaney here, the follow slam. Nottingham down and out for three. Pearson, he hits the baseline jumper. Cat and mouse game right here by the Hogs, my favorite offense. Jones is at the line for one more. To 8 and 3 today. 4 to shoot. How did Scott get that one to go? His strength. And that's in the paint. You've been waiting for Isaiah Joe to hit one from downtown all night. He's got Arkansas back up by 10. And Mike Anderson, perfectly designed play right there. You have Gafford on the block, your best big man passer, Gabe Osaboyan passing that ball, and Isaiah Joe on the wing to receive that. Pearson, Sule with the offensive board. Nottingham in the corner in front of his bench. Sinks the triple. Got to score quick. Pearson off the screen. Hit the three with Texas State fighting all the way. It stretched the lead back to 7. Shed hits a big one. Wow. 4-point game. Nottingham. Down and out. 1 second. 0.7 to go. Clock runs out. Arkansas hangs on. Now 8 and 3. And they do bounce back and defend home court. They got that deep.
For hard work and the great outdoors.
With quality and price and comfort you like, and savings that you're looking for.
We've got the shoes and boots, steel toes too, outerwear and a whole lot more.
Head to toe, it's gotta be gel coat.
For hard work and the great outdoors.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, Hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about. A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
At Pinnacle Telecom, we pride ourselves at bringing the internet to our customers at the speed of light. Because in business, time is money, and faster is always better when it comes to business service. However, during this holiday season, our Pinnacle family hopes you're able to slow things down a bit and appreciate this special time of year. Yes, faith, family, and friends are truly the important things in life, and certainly worth slowing down to appreciate. So from our family to yours, Pinnacle Telecom wishes you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
ESPN 95.3. Spitting the most fire takes you'll ever hear all morning long. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into The Morning Rush. We're going to get some quick-hitting headlines and also your phone calls here in just a second, and it is presented by Williams Tractor.
Yeah, they're in Fayetteville, Berryville, and Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas, and Rogers as well. Few days left for the year-end celebration. 0% financing, or choose cash back on current year Boomer and Workmaster compact and utility tractors. Again, it's at Williams Tractor, Fayetteville, Berryville, and Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. Hurry, the New Holland year-end celebration ends next Monday, December the 31st.
The first quick-hitting headline, and the only headline that really matters today is Nick Mason's birthday, and he is in studio with us. And I guess by your count, it's been a week. I mean, actually 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks this time.
Oh, it's 2 weeks this time.
I mean, I had to take Christmas vacation and then a few days for my birthday. So yeah.
Well, happy birthday!
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm glad that you're in on the show on your birthday.
This is my last
How many
year.
days do you get for your birthday?
This is my last year in my prime.
Well, you tell us, Tommy.
I know. I'm just asking. I need to know.
It depends on if you're full time or part time.
Okay.
And it also depends on do you save lives or not.
Okay, so by your
standard, okay, do you save lives?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Because see, Tommy's getting a day off for his birthday.
I am?
Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Aren't you?
I'll change my plans.
I think John's just setting us up because he's getting a day off.
I think
for
that's
his
all.
birthday.
Yeah, that's all this is about.
Yeah.
Hey, my birthday was on a Saturday this past year, so I didn't get a day off, but that's fine. Well, he set the standard. He's like, how many days do you get for your birthday? So I'm asking Tommy, how many days do we get for our birthdays?
Once again, it depends on. I mean, it just depends on part time, full time.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Does it fall around a holiday or not?
Yeah. I think you get the following Sunday off. Is what that's how it works.
That's swell. Good. Well, I'm glad that we can at least muster that for us. So, but either way, happy birthday. How old are you?
Sunday.
How old are you now?
Man, I got one more year. I got one more good year.
29.
One more good year.
Pups.
Man.
My knees are gonna work one more year. I can run. Hey, I can run.
Trust me, it's not that bad.
I can run under a 5 flat for one more year.
And then once that year hits, it's over.
Oh yeah, it's over.
It's downhill. Okay.
Well, when I get to be 30,
if that's the worst part of
it, backpack.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll all be all right. Hey, let's go to the phone lines. Melanie is in Harrison. What's going on, Melanie?
Hey, how are you guys?
Pretty good.
Hey,
Melanie,
did you have a good Christmas?
Did you have a good Christmas?
What?
Did you have a good Christmas?
Sure did.
All right.
It wasn't bad.
Well, that's good.
Unless you count the refrigerator dying.
Well, that would be
make
a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's what happened. We have to wait a week before the guy can get parts to fix it.
A week.
Yeah.
Man.
So what do you do for a week without a refrigerator?
We have a camper.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the food's in the camper.
Well.
In the refrigerator in the camper. We have a big refrigerator in the camper. So.
Always nice to have a backup plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
It's been too warm to just set your beer outside right now. That's usually
problem,
this time of the year you can just use your trunk as a refrigerator, but it doesn't really work right now.
It's a little warm right now for that.
I know it.
Of course, it's pouring rain here, so that helps it cool off.
Pouring rain everywhere right now.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Yeah. Well, I was calling because you were talking about bad Christmases.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This Christmas wasn't bad, but when I was a kid, we had all kinds of bad Christmases because my father was really, really sick, and he'd end up in the hospital every major holiday there is between Christmas and New Year's, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day. My dad ended in the hospital every one of those holidays. So it was fun growing up.
So it was always just timing for those holidays. Like, it wasn't like he was like in the hospital all the time. He was just, it seemed like on those holidays he would be in the hospital, right?
Or was he drinking on the holidays? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, he's not a drinker. It's not that kind of disease. Trump was a chronic kidney stone maker.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was bad. This is. I'm older than all of you. Okay, my dad started having kidney stone problems in 1968, and basically he had them until he died in 2005. So.
Yikes. Well, yeah. Okay, so I could probably understand how you would have a few rough Christmases dealing with that. So, but I guess it is possible.
Yeah. This is a funny story. You guys might like this.
Yeah, let's lift the spirit.
Because my dad was always in the hospital and always unreliable, but he was the only person that could put stuff together like bicycles. And every kid who doesn't get a bicycle for Christmas, right?
Right.
My brother, all he wanted was a bicycle. And, of course, my dad had gotten it and put it away. And we had lots of, I didn't. My parents had lots of hidey holes with all the neighbors. Well, they couldn't remember where he stashed the bike. So she wraps this great big box and puts all of the bike accoutrements in this one box, and they're all wrapped up separate. And then she gives him an item for the bike.
Great story to end the segment on. Appreciate the phone call, Melanie. More of the Morning Rush coming up next.
So you hear that the Powerball and Mega Millions jackpots are a chance to win a ridiculous amount of money, and you want to get in on the action. The Quick Pick option makes getting a ticket simple and fast. Just stop by your Arkansas Scholarship Lottery retail store and ask the cashier for a quick pick.
Giggly's frustrated. Macon from the corner as it sits in. And you see Thomas decides to spot up and shoot. That was pretty.
And that's what he does. He has that ability. That's why when I said earlier,
swatted away by Savage at the free throw line. Thomas again.
And that's what you want to see. Thomas being the one that
he gets doubled. Now Barford for three.
And nice kick out by Kingsley, but the play started by
no on the second chance for Murray. Barford hanging and hitting. He stayed above everybody to put it in.
And he's so good about
Jones skies and missed the finger roll in. Macon in transition. Macon playing above the rim on that one. Robinson, trying to get it to Jones just a little too high. And now we're off to the races. That's how you do it.
And Macon's actually down at half court.
It's a little too high. And then Arkansas goes back the other way almost to show him that's how it's done. Oh, goodness. If Moses Kingsley is hitting threes, everything's going right for you in Arkansas.
So out of sync here tonight. Trying to force a lot of tough drives to the basket.
It was late shot clock, but it doesn't matter for Anton Beard. Here's first
for about 3 seconds.
Hannes? Why not? Arkansas unconscious from three now. It was a rough start for them, but they're now 7-16, good for 44% from beyond. Clayton, high low, Jones stripped away. Arkansas gets it to Hannes, and the floater in the lane sits soft off the rim.
Try and make something happen that way.
Tough shot sits off of the rim for John Murray. And Arkansas make it 21-0. That's what they do. How about the spinorama for Anton Beard?
And nifty move.
Finally, Kenny Jones silences the crowd for a moment. But just for a moment, Adriel Bailey to the hole.
And Austin.
10 seconds. Hannes on the curl. It swirls out. Bailey offensive rebound. Loses it and puts it in.
Bailey just so strong. Really
younger players and junior college transfers.
Razorback videos, articles, and podcasts. Find them all at hitthatline.com. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Hey, it's breakfast time, and I think Tommy Kraft is going to do his best job to try to help you also, of course, be hungrier, but also help you out with that hunger.
We've all probably been on our post-Christmas diet for a day, so we've earned a cheat day, right?
I haven't been, I will say that, but maybe most people have been.
You know, it's our first cheat day on our post-Christmas diet, so get by Hardee's today for the made-from-scratch honey butter biscuit. You can get one this morning. Of course, they're in chicken, Applewood bacon or sausage. Morning Rush fully endorses the chicken. It's the perfect combination of sweet and savory and salty all together with the honey butter biscuit and the chicken honey butter biscuit. So stop by and get that. New Year's coming up, and, of course, gift cards always perfect for birthdays. You can get one for Dick Mason for his birthday today. Any kind of gift you need to give, Hardee's gift cards make the perfect gift. And check out the sliders for breakfast, lunch, and dinner available at Hardee's.
You know, I have felt like there is never enough bowl games. When people have always brought up, oh, there's too many bowl games. No. It's more football. But I did kind of start to maybe bring back my statement after last night's Cheez-It Bowl. Did any of you catch
Yes.
the Cheez-It Bowl?
It
was a final score of 10-7 in overtime.
With a ton of turnovers.
Between TCU and Cal. TCU gets the victory 10-7. There were 9 interceptions thrown in this game. And it's not like it was like in the snow and, it was crazy weather.
It was in Arizona.
It was in Arizona. 10-7 in overtime.
Yeah.
9 interceptions thrown.
Did you see the part where the kicker was out there and then they switched kickers?
Yes.
Did you see that part?
Yeah.
And then the guy that they switched, he missed the kick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just weird stuff that were happening. And, of course, there was some rando there in overtime when TCU picked it. They almost took it back to the house to just end it all. But there was also just some random guy in a suit on the TCU sideline that the referee ran into because he was out there on the field. Kind of like, getting excited because they had picked it. No one knows who he was. He's just some guy in a suit. But he got called for a penalty, and the thing is if that would have been a pick six and iced the game and won the game for TCU at the time, it would have been called back because of the sideline interference. So it was just one of those crazy, weird games. And, I mean, good grief. The quarterback for TCU, Grayson Muhlstein, I think is how you say his name.
Sounds right.
He went 7 for 20, 27 yards and 4 picks. Like,
They're just, a little rusty,
Rusty. I thought TCU was supposed to be a team that's been known for having great quarterbacks, or solid quarterbacks. Guys have been able to score pretty much at will. Not last night, though.
The bowl game earlier in the day, the first serve.
Yes. Got canceled.
Got canceled due to weather. It was down at the Cotton Bowl. In the old Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
And the weather was bad. And the funniest thing, and people were having a good time with this on Twitter and social media, is First Serve's slogan is, it's like it never happened. They're a restoration company. So,
It was the perfect bowl game to cancel.
Exactly. It's like it never happened.
Due to weather, because it is like it never happened. But yeah, it's like, that's kind of one of those things where it's, who would have ever thought a bowl game would get canceled?
In Dallas.
In Dallas, of all things, because of weather. But it was pretty bad weather. I just feel bad for all the people that had to make the travel arrangements, like went down there.
Well, this is why you shouldn't be playing at the old Cotton Bowl.
Yeah, because
that's the stupidest thing ever when you've got the greatest stadium maybe in the world sitting 30 minutes away.
Why do that? Why does the Cotton Bowl still exist? That thing's a dump.
For the Oklahoma-Texas game.
Move that
for the
to
Red
Jerry.
River rivalry or showdown or whatever the hell they call
World,
it now.
But this,
exactly.
That's just pathetic. That's bad.
Hey, let's play one game a year in the worst part of town. Sounds like a good idea. Hey, did you have a good Christmas? Yeah, me too. It's stupid.
All stupid.
It's all stupid. I tell you what's not stupid. That's Watercolors of Centerton. If you're looking to move at the first of the year, new place to call home. Out in Centerton, it's Watercolors, Northwest Arkansas's newest luxury apartment homes. Golf simulator, fully equipped fitness center, resort-style pool, fire pit, patio, everything you need to make it comfortable for you to call home. Valet trash service as well. Check it out online. It's from Trinity Multifamily. It's watercolorsofcenterton.com.
This is Mark Hurst. As 2018 begins to wind down, let me take this time to remind you of a few things. If you have dental insurance, this is a great time to use any remaining benefits before they roll over for the new year. Secondly, at Hurst Family Dental Care, we are offering our in-office bleaching session at half price through the month of December. That makes a great Christmas present for you or that special person in your life. Finally, don't forget the true meaning of Christmas. For unto you has been born a Savior who is Christ our Lord. Merry Christmas from Hurst Family Dental Care, a name you know and a name you can trust.
Hey, this is Ted with Ed Walker's Drive-In. For more than 70 years, Ed Walker's has been the place to go for the best French dips and hand-patted hamburgers in town. Blue Plate Specials served Monday through Friday, and we're still the home of Fort Smith's only 5-pound hamburger. We're open 10 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Call ahead for pickup, 783-3352. Ed Walker's Drive-In, 1500 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith, where the legend lives on.
To all the small business owners out there, just starting your day, we know you were up before the sun. That's why we were too. At Cox Business, our hometown experts provide 24/7 support. We care about your business as much as you do, because your business isn't small to us. Bundle 50 megs internet and 1 line of standard voice with unlimited nationwide long distance for only $84 per month for 6 months with a 3-year agreement. Ends 12/31/18. Restrictions apply. Visit coxbusiness.com for details.
Everything's new at Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford. A new and bigger selection of Ford cars and trucks. A new and bigger selection of pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. With over 50 to choose from. Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford. Only a short 30-minute drive from virtually everywhere for the best deal on a Ford. And with Harry Robinson, you always get more for your trade. Everything is new at Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford. 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisaw, Oklahoma. The new Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford.
ESPN 95.3. The most entertaining sports talk radio show in the Natty State. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush on a Recruiting Thursday, presented by Razorback Camper Sales.
Yeah, exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs. End of your blowout going on right now. Lots of variety. Starting with their 21-foot Salem bunkhouse travel trailer. It's got all the options, all the features, just a little smaller when you need a little less room, and a little more economical on the price, just $15,929 or $163 a month. Or upgrade for a little bit more room. If that's not quite enough, the 26-foot Salem bunkhouse has a slide out, and it's only $19,990 or $205 a month. See both, compare both, right now at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs and online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
Now, we haven't had a chance to have Nick Mason on the show to be able to talk about this Razorback basketball team and what I would call a recent struggle. A team that obviously does not look the same as what they did in the beginning of the year. Past 4 games, they've gone 2-2. Of course, losing to Western Kentucky and Georgia Tech, both at Bud Walton Arena. They beat Texas.
Back-to-back home losses, man.
Yeah, I mean,
that doesn't even sound right.
And especially in
you're
the
not counting the one in Little Rock as a home game? Huh?
The one in Little Rock.
Were you able to watch the game, Tommy?
So it didn't happen?
It did not happen. It's like the Serve Pro Bowl game. It did not happen.
It's like never happened.
But they did beat Texas San Antonio there in Little Rock.
Right.
When they had their home jerseys.
Yeah, when they had their home. Exactly. And then Texas State was a struggle. Now, people look at that record of Texas State. It's like, hey, it's maybe a decent team.
One-loss team.
Yeah, but 73-70, they get the one-possession win. So people are really just
Was it really a 3-point game, though? I watched mine. That really wasn't a 3-point game.
They hit some
threes late to make. I mean, it was one of those games where the final. I mean, usually the final score, it's the other way around, where the team that wins hits some free throws late because the other team was fouling, and they end up winning by 12 when really it was a 3-point game. This was like the 180 of that, where this was really about a 10-point game. And Texas,
late it was, but now throughout the first half and then early in the second, and it seemed like every time Arkansas got ready to pull away, Texas State would hit a 3 and get a turnover and get a layup, and then right when Arkansas was at 7-8 and you thought it was going to go to 15, it'd go back down to 4. Then they build it back up 7, 8, 9, 10 and go back down to 4.
But there was never really a moment you thought they're in trouble. They're going to lose this game. I mean, I watched every second of this game. I never thought.
Not in the second half, especially.
Yeah,
not late in the game. But it was not.
But they have definitely, to your point, seemed sluggish the last 2 weeks.
And people are just trying to figure out what is this team.
Yeah.
I know it's early and you're going to really figure out what this team's about in conference play, but usually at least you have a good indication of what a team is or what they're capable of. But this team has been just so inconsistent the past few games, you don't really know what's going on.
They're not as bad as I told you they were going to be at the beginning of the year, but they're also far from as good as everybody was thinking they were after the first handful of games. There were a lot of people telling me this team was better than last year's team.
Wow.
And which, because they were moving the basketball. But here's what happens. Whenever you have inexperience, and also, too, their roster's just not that talented. When you have those things, there are going to be games where you look good. There are going to be games where Arkansas hits a ton of threes and they move the basketball and Adrio's playing well and Gabe the Savior is out there. He's making plays, and there are going to be those games. But more times than not, this team is a lot closer to the team that you saw play against Western Kentucky, and also to the team that played against who else just beat them? Western Kentucky and Georgia Tech. And Georgia Tech. This team is a lot closer to that team than it is the team that beat Texas and the team that beat the team that should have beat Texas and beat Indiana.
And I don't know enough about Georgia Tech, but I tell you one thing that concerns me. Georgia turned around a few days later and beat them by like 11 or 12 at Georgia Tech.
Yeah. And not only that, have you seen who Western Kentucky has lost to?
Well,
everybody.
And no one's confusing Georgia with one of the best teams in the SEC.
Right.
So, I mean, if you want to play A plus B equals C, that's concerning about where you're headed for in this league when you think you need about 10 wins to maybe make a bid for being a bubble team. We're talking conference wins.
Right.
So that's a little concerning to me right now. Can this team win 10 in the SEC? I don't know right now.
Well,
particularly with knowing where you have to go on the road in those 9 road games.
Yeah, and that's really the biggest problem is because just the schedule is very brutal for Arkansas in the conference slate.
It starts with playing the best 3 teams in the league, or if you think Kentucky's one of the best 3, and I kind of think they are.
Yeah.
But Tennessee's certainly the best. Auburn and Kentucky are 2 and 3, depending on what order you want to put them in.
Tennessee's as legit as they come in the country.
You play all 3. Yeah, I mean,
you don't get a return
trip.
trip.
They're a Final Four team.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate because you don't get a return home trip.
I'm okay with that because they probably beat you here too.
I know, but at least it would give you an opportunity to build your resume
I understand,
a little bit to
but
get the victory.
There's never such thing as a good loss. I don't care what anyone tells you.
Yeah, to me, this isn't the year that you want to load up with Tennessee's and Kentucky. And
playing all those teams once would be okay.
You want to play Ole Miss 7 times if you can.
Yeah,
like this is definitely that year. What you should be worried about is the back-to-back losses in Bud Walton, because normally what you say is this: okay, how many conference wins could this team get? You automatically give them 7 because you go, they're going to win 7 in Bud Walton, and you don't even look at the schedule. You just say, because of Bud Walton, because of the fans, because of how Arkansas protects their home court, they're going to win 7, period. You don't even look at the schedule. Then after that, you go try to find, okay, where can they get 2 on the road? Where can they get 3 on the road? And at the beginning of the season, when you're like, okay, can they go 2 and 7 on the road, which is horrible, but it's like 2 and 7 still gets you to 500 if you believe that Arkansas is going to protect Bud Walton. At this point, I don't think that you can say that anymore. I think right now you're going to have to go game by game, and it's not going to matter if it's at home or on the road because, I mean, Western Kentucky, like during the break, or in fact, Ty, pull up who Western Kentucky has lost to this year. And if you're looking at these aren't teams that are coming in here. It's not North Carolina coming in here. It's not Duke coming in here and losing those teams. You're losing to teams that came into Bud Walton with 5 losses and have lost since they've left Bud Walton. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Georgia Tech. Came into Bud Walton with, I think they may have 4 losses, and have lost since they left Bud Walton. So that's
lost to Georgia.
That's probably the thing that may have you the most puzzled or should have you the most worried is I don't think you can any longer say, okay, they're automatically going to win 7 at Bud Walton. Doesn't matter who they play. I don't think you can go with that for this season.
And if you want to look at who Western Kentucky lost to, they lost to Washington to start the year, which Washington is a top 25 team. But they lost Central Florida, Indiana State, Missouri State, Troy, and Belmont. I mean, those are their losses.
Belmont team. It's one of the better
I think you said
let's break that one down.
And they had a good Christmas. I mean,
all I heard you say was Power 5, mid-major, 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 mid-major.
Well,
that's all I heard. And they lost to all those teams.
All right, let me change the conversation here a little bit. The zone defense that Georgia Tech put on them. Is that now a roadmap to how to just shut down? Because what was the halftime of that Georgia Tech game? It's like 32-31 or something like that.
Right.
And that game ended up in the 50s. I mean, that is like kryptonite for Arkansas. You cannot play. Arkansas just cannot win in those conditions.
Yeah.
How big an issue is this? Is Arkansas just underprepared to go against a zone defense? Is this something that they need to bone up on in practice? Because I got to feel like that game tape is going to recreate itself moving forward, where more teams are going to throw a zone at Arkansas, who is ill-prepared to deal with it that day.
Teams that don't play a lot of zone, they're going to struggle playing against zone. Because, I mean, when Arkansas is practicing, what do you think they're practicing on the most? Hey, this team may play a zone, so let's practice all offseason for the 2 or 3 teams that may play a zone. And so, yes, they do have a zone. They do put in certain zone concepts, but they're going to struggle against a zone because majority of the time, the things they see, the things that they prepare for are man-to-man. And we know this. Mike is more of this is what I'm going to do. I'm not worried about what you're going to do. I don't care what you're coming in here and how you're going to do this and that. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make you change, not the other way around.
Yeah, but, I mean, you're the basketball expert. I'm an observer of the game. But I can just tell you, being an observer of the game, the motions and the way that team was playing offensively, talking about Arkansas, did not look right. They were not – They were not the motion of the offense against that zone had no chance. It didn't appear to me.
Right. Well,
I mean, what'd you see? And I'm going back a couple of games here, but it was concerning to me because I'm like, any team that can put a decent zone defense on an opponent is going to come into Bud Walton and do this time and time again.
Well, it's not just that. The biggest issue when you're playing with a bunch of mid-major guys on your roster, that stuff is going to happen. A lot of these times, okay. I want everybody to go out this weekend or this week and over the next week. Watch Duke. Coach K, yeah, he's the best coach ever, blah, blah. Watch Duke. Coach K's not calling any sets on defense. They're not rotating right, but they have 2 guys that can go get a basket. They have 2 guys that are lottery guys that are top 5 picks. And so that masks all of they're not moving around. Calipari does it every year. The years that he struggles, whenever he doesn't have those 2 or 3 lottery guys, because he's just rolling the ball out there. So a lot of what you're talking about, every team with mid-major players struggle at some point in time with doing these things because a lot of this stuff isn't the coaches out here drawing up some great zone offense. It is you have a pro on your team, and he's going to get buckets, and he's making it easier for everybody else around him.
And you got one pro on this team.
Yeah. And it's a little more difficult to dominate a basketball game being a center. It just is. I mean, with the rules, the guards have the ball majority of the time. And if you look at guys that dominate college basketball and have dominated over the years, for every one big, you can go find 15 guards. And that's just how it is. So I think a lot of it is our expectations went through the roof after they played a handful of games, and then I think we saw more of what this team is against Western Kentucky and Georgia Tech.
Real quick before we go, how much better is Mason Jones than you expected?
1,000%. That was a guy, and I tell people this all the time. 2 or 3 years ago, he came up to AAO for like a combine, an all-star, this and that. There were all Arkansas kids and probably 10 kids from Oklahoma, Missouri. And at that point in time, he was going to a Missouri prep school. We picked the top 40 kids that were at that camp out of like 120 Arkansas kids. And we were undecided on him, and we did not even pick him to participate in the top 40 game. And once again, this wasn't like Malik and Kayvon and Bobby Portis and Archie Goodwin. It just wasn't a class that was like that. It was Khalil Garland, Darius Hall, a few of those guys, Daniel Gafford. And so this is a guy that looks like he's the second best player on the team. night in and night out. And this is a guy, after they signed him, I didn't know if he was going to be starting. I didn't know if he was even going to be able to contribute. So they're definitely getting a lot out of him. And once again, that's another thing too. You're getting a lot more out of him than what you should be. And this is the point that you're at in the season.
Because imagine if he was what you thought he would be in this first year.
They'd really be struggling.
Yeah, they'd really be struggling because it'd just be Gafford and
Think
Isaiah
about that.
Joe.
But just think about that. Those are the two guys that they do depend on Gafford. But if Mason Jones and Isaiah Joe don't go out there and hit a lot of threes, this team's just not going to win.
Yeah.
Or Jalen Harris doesn't give you 7 or 8 assists tonight. Set it all up.
Yeah, they have certain things that they have to do to be able to be successful, but we'll see how much consistency they can bring up. But we're going to discuss this later in the show as well. Of course, we'll get to your phone calls. 877-377-6963 is that number to call in. It is presented by Sassy's. Listen, we talk about Sassy's a lot, at least I talk about Sassy's a lot. And if you're going to be in the Fayetteville area, be sure to stop by for lunch and for dinner. If you're wanting to go a little healthier, because we're getting close to the new year and everyone has their New Year resolutions of saying, you know what, I'm going to try to go healthy. Sometimes, like myself, it lasts for about a week, and then you go right back and revert back into the regular diet. But you know what? Or a meal. But you know what? Sassy's can help you out with that because they have some great wraps and some great sandwiches that can really help you out in that. And even if you want to still go with the barbecue, but go with the wrap. Because as I say before, and I'll say it again, when you wrap your food, it takes the calories out. So just convince yourself of that and get you a great wrap from Sassy's. You can get the barbecue, turkey club, Chipotle chicken, or go with all veggies. You can go with everything. And, of course, if you don't want to go the diet route, they still got great barbecue. They still have great options there at Sassy's Red House. 2 different locations in Fayetteville, off of College and off of Weddington. More of the Morning Rush coming up next. Stay with us.
This is Giggley's frustrated. Macon from the corner as it sits in. And you see Thomas decides to spot up and shoot. That was pretty. And that's what he does. He has that ability. That's why when I said earlier, swatted away by Savage at the free throw line. Thomas again. And that's what you want to see. Thomas being the one that he gets doubled. Now Barford for 3. And nice kick out by Kingsley, but the play started by no on the second chance for Murray. Barford hanging and hitting. He stayed above everybody to put it in. And he's so good about Jones skies and missed the finger roll in. Macon in transition. Making playing above the rim on that one. Robinson, trying to get it to Jones just a little too high. And now we're off to the races. That's how you do it. And Macon's actually down at half court. It's a little too high. And then Arkansas goes back the other way almost to show him that's how it's done. Oh, goodness. If Moses Kingsley is hitting threes, everything's going right for you in Arkansas.
So out of sync here tonight. Trying to force a lot of tough drives to the basket.
It was late shot clock, but it doesn't matter for Anton Beard. Here's first
for about 3 seconds.
Hanna's. Why not? Arkansas unconscious from 3 now. It was a rough start for them, but they're now 7-16, good for 44% from beyond. Clayton, high low, Jones stripped away. Arkansas gets it to Hanna's. And the floater in the lane sits soft off the rim.
Try and make something happen that way.
Tough shot sits off of the rim for John Murray. And Arkansas make it 21-0. That's what they do. How about the spinorama for Anton Beard? And nifty move finally. Kenny Jones silences the crowd for a moment. But just for a moment, Adriel Bailey to the hole.
And Austin,
10 seconds. Hanna's on the curl. It swirls out. Bailey offensive rebound. Loses it and puts it in.
Bailey just so strong.
Really younger players and junior college transfers here tonight. Hanna's for 3.
That's the money spot for Hanna's tonight. And he's knocked down 2 of them from the same spot to get his confidence back.
More numbers. 3-on-2. Thompson on the back cut. And great job by Anton Baird. He was looking at Hannes the entire way. And much of a threat to the Razorbacks the entire game. But remember, this is a team that has won the Southland Conference OVC in order to win that. But this is a guy that has been at the school for 27 years. He is not only the dean of Austin Peay, he's the
every day. And sometimes you forget that, I mean, they're just kids. They're 18, 19-year-olds.
They're very talented.
Yeah.
Adriel Bailey. Oh, is he going to do it again? He's already got 1 3. Nope, a great look into Bailey. Making 5 assists for the big man.
He thought about it, but Coach Anderson run hard and set a screen and do different things like that. But you still got to be able to have a nice shot, nice touch, and different things to put the ball in the hole. Defense is all about effort. It's all about toughness, being in the right position.
Hazen with the tip in. He wanted to join the party, and he does. Now, every Razorback that has played
the young fellow.
I don't believe Jonathan Holmes has played yet this season as C.J. Jones has another 3. He's now 3 of 3 from 3. No, 3 of 4. He did miss one a little bit earlier. The only question left is Jonathan Holmes going to get in this game? I don't see how he does it.
And that's where you start to rely on the student section, man.
99 to 62. It's a feel-good night for everyone here inside Bud Walton Arena, associated with the Razorbacks, all their fans. They're going to go home happy tonight as the Razorbacks improve to 6.
With quality and price and comfort you like, and savings that you're looking for.
We've got the shoes and boots, steel toes too, outerwear and a whole lot more.
Head to toe, it's gotta be gel coat.
For hard work and the great outdoors.
ESPN 95.3. The best looking duo in Arkansas sports radio. God, I'd hate to see number 2. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Going to continue the conversation here in just a second. But first, this from Crabtree RV.
Yeah, sales tax paid through the end of the year, so a few more days to get by and save a bunch of money at Crabtree RV in Alma. Their way of saying thank you for voting them once again the best place to buy an RV in the River Valley. Besides the best brands and a great staff, you can also enjoy their 26,000 square foot dry, I'll say that today, dry, heated indoor showroom. So perfect on a day like today where the weather's a little yucky today. Just wet everywhere. So get by and check it out. Crabtree RV in Alma. Exit 13 off of I-40 next to the Cracker Barrel. It's where your family's dreams come true.
All right, so just to let everybody know, that I've done this every single morning, and I'm going to continue to do it. Here's the latest quarterback transferring out of a college football program. I wouldn't call it a major college football program, but a college football program nonetheless. Tyree Jackson, the quarterback out of Buffalo for the Buffalo Bulls, is transferring.
Is he interested in Arkansas? I'll hang up and listen.
Does not matter. He is because he's available. That's just how it's going to be. 6'7", 245 pounds.
Got to be good.
Has to be good. But check out these numbers.
Sure he's not Cole Kelly? 6'7",
he's got about 30 pounds less. So you're hoping he can be a little more mobile. But just to give everybody the season stats, because that's what everyone cares about, is how did he do at Buffalo? Buffalo, a 10-4 team, which also, by the way, Tyree Jackson was the MAC Offensive Player of the Year. Throwing it out there.
Well.
He threw for about 3,200 yards, completed 56% of his passes, 28 touchdowns, only 12 picks. Do you take him? Just based off the stats and the size alone, do you take him?
This has such a reek, such a stench of desperation.
Well, what do you call this time?
Hey, I understand. I get it. Hey, and you're right.
2 wins.
I'm not arguing with you. God, this is where we're at. Talking about a quarterback from Buffalo.
Anytime there's a quarterback announces transfers, a thread gets thrown up on Hogville, and everybody goes to town on it. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Who went pro from Buffalo? Didn't Buffalo just have a quarterback that went in the first round? Maybe not.
I am not up to date on my.
Maybe not. I have to.
That was where Turner Gill. I remember he was the coach here. It's really the only thing I remember about Buffalo. But everyone sees that 6'7", 245. They say though he's a really mobile 245 pounds though.
They tell us the same thing about Cole Kelly.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing is he's just really mobile. He sits well in the pocket. Got an NFL arm. You know all the positives that you got to throw to convince people that he's really good.
Are they basically saying he's fast for a fat guy?
Yeah.
I thought Kelly moved well for wearing lead Jordans.
Yeah.
I'd say north and south he could at least get you something there. Not necessarily going east and west, but north and south, you'd get enough steam with the steam.
It was time to play SEC teams.
Yeah, because then it really got into trouble there. But either way, anytime there's a quarterback transfer, and we're going to tell you about him. So that way you can hold out hope and get excited about a quarterback that's not named Ty Story or Connor Nolan or anything, because it just seems like that's what you want. You want someone different, and the rest doesn't matter. More of the Morning Rush coming up in 2 minutes. Stay with us, folks.
Harold, he finds the bottom. Harold's had the ball the entire time. Now there's a shot that, no doubt, Peacock can make it to an open three, but not what they were looking for. Yeah, not close. In rhythm, Avery Simpson. It's a long two. Oh, I love that pass. Gafford, too easy. Another basket. He's going to get the last try. Pearson, no. You heard the shot clock expiring on the other end. Pearson did get it off before the final whistle. Arkansas up 7. Freshman misfires. He's got to get back. Nottingham using his body well. It's out to Shea. Nigel Pearson. And he sinks the three. And he has to get going in a big way.
And by Nigel Pearson running through him. Great backdoor cut, great pass. How about adding that to Daniel Gafford's game? Not only is he a man, smart basketball plays.
Texas State needed that three. Nottingham up and down the floor this second half. Not too many points. And that one rattles home. So Jalen Harris.
Texas State turned him down. He's more of a pass-first guy. Got that one to fall, though.
And another three. This is Nigel Pearson. So back-to-back possessions for the Bobcats with triples. They've tied this game up again.
Yeah, well, the three-point line can get you back in the game quick.
Gafford, the reverse slam. You can twist him around. Shed, so he's coming back into the game. Reggie Chaney, haven't seen him quite a bit today. He's got a clutch basket.
So you had something to say about that?
I told him one thing. I told him just to do what he think is right. You can't listen to everybody when you didn't play with your brother.
Yeah, he came the year after you.
Yeah.
And I see similarities in those two guys. Pass first, very committed. You see right there, that's what he's trying to do. And Reggie Chaney struggled early in the game.
That's the biggest person I've ever seen in my life.
How about Chaney here?
Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios.
We didn't come to paint. We came to win the game.
On your favorite Arkansas sports talk station.
First of all, very few people listen to your radio show. That's the good news. Let me just tell you.
Streaming live from
hitthatline.com.
I got that one, and that's how you pronounce it. Ain't Arkan. It's Arkansas, baby.
This.
Y'all better put him in the Heisman.
Is
Smile.
The Morning Rush.
Am I wrong? Cause I wanna get it on till I die. Am I wrong? Cause I wanna get it on till I die. Get it on till I die. Get it on till I die. Y'all remember me? Y'all remember me?
With John Neighbors.
Call Kenny Loggins because you're in the danger zone.
Tommy Kraft.
I thought that was one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
1 hour down, 2 hours to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Nick Mason, Ty Richardson, all in studio with you today. And thank you as always for making us a part of your morning this morning on Recruiting Thursday, presented by Razorback Campers Ales.
Yeah, exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs. The end of your blowout going on right now. Travel trailers from 21 foot up to 28 foot. Your choice. Great payment plans. $163 a month up to $225 a month, and we're talking top of the line 2018 Salem travel trailers. 27 or 28 foot travel trailers right now with everything: awnings, power jack. You choose the floor design, rear kitchen or rear living. Just $21,986 or $225 a month.
It's all at Razorback Camper Sales, Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs.
So we talked a little bit about the bowl games, or the greatest bowl game I've ever seen in my life, the Cheez-It Bowl game yesterday, where a final score of 10-7 in overtime, TCU getting the victory over Cal. Not because of weather. It was in Arizona. That's just the type of game. 9 interceptions thrown. I mean, who doesn't want to see a game like that? That was the only time I really was trying to rethink my logic behind having too many bowl games. Because that one
was bad play. Yeah.
That was just brutal. Absolutely brutal. So,
but would you have rather been involved in a bowl game where you were part of a 9-interception game, or sitting at home with a 2-win year?
You tell me. What would
I'll
you?
take the 9-interception game.
Yeah,
Me too.
I'd love to have been in Arizona yesterday.
Well, what if you went to a bowl game and then it got canceled, like yesterday's bowl game did, between Boise State. Of course, I just forgot the other team that was in there. Was it Boise State and somebody? I just lost it. But yeah, so it didn't even matter. Yeah, Boston College. There we go. Boston College, which they actually did start the game at least. Mm-hmm. Was it 5 minutes left in the first quarter? So they at least got to that point. But wouldn't that have been something this year? Arkansas just exceeds all expectations, gets to a bowl game, and then gets canceled.
Well, that's the good thing about being in the SEC. There are very few crappy bowls you could end up getting stuck in. But you got to win at least 5 and usually 6 to get invited to one.
Yes.
5 usually won't get you in either. But I would have rather had a season where you could have at least gotten to a game and been part of 9 picks than.
Yeah. Hey, those extra month of practice or whatever they talk about is how important it is. And
overrated.
Yeah, it is. But that's what always gets brought up, is how just great it is because
that's the dumbest. That's right there with, hey, did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah. Just that's going to be the theme of today. Is just, did you have a good Christmas? Of
Put
course,
that on the poll, Ty. Did you have a good Christmas? Yes or no?
See how many people.
It ought to be 100-0.
See, some people are going to say no. It's just going to happen. That's just how Twitter. Because it's Twitter, and everyone's just going to say no. So that'll probably end up happening. But no SEC teams have actually played.
The obligatory question right now.
They haven't played a bowl game yet until tonight, where you have Baylor and Vanderbilt taking on each other in the Texas Bowl. Or the Academy Sports Outdoors Texas Bowl. Excuse me, got to get the sponsorship in there. But, it's funny because I was looking at some of the bowl games tonight. Of course, you have that game, and then you also have Temple and Duke playing in the Walk-Ons Independence Bowl, and then Miami and Wisconsin playing in the New Era Pinstripe Bowl, which that game's at Yankee Stadium there in New York City.
I wish there was an SEC tie-in for that one.
So you think that'd be cool to go to a baseball stadium?
It'd be cool to go to New York City.
Okay.
And someone else pay for it.
Well, yes. But do you care at all that the fact that it's being played in Yankee Stadium? Because I
don't care about that.
Is that something that
to me it would be the trip to New York City?
Well, and which I agree because New York City is New York City. But
ever been?
I have not.
That's awesome.
That would be a great excuse to go.
Yes.
To watch a bowl game. But so that's not going to happen. But I guess my question is do you think that's cool though, or do you think that's alluring? The fact that they play in a baseball stadium.
They played a football game at Wrigley 2 or 3 seasons ago. That'd have been cool to see.
They've done it at Fenway once.
I've been to the new Yankee Stadium. I mean, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Went to the old one, been to the new one. Been about 10 years when they first opened it, but yeah. I mean, would I go just because it's at Yankee Stadium? No, but I've been there once.
Probably
and I'm not a Yankees fan at all. I just went to say I've been.
It's going to be pretty cold up there too, I'm sure, playing Yankee Stadium in New York City. But again, it would just be the fact that you go to New York City. And I think that that's at least something that these bowl games, and I give them credit for doing when they have a lot of these games that, again, no one really cares about or no one really cares what the sponsorship is or where they're at. I at least appreciate a place like New York City and a place like New Era Pinstripe Bowl having something that could be a little cool. Because here's the thing, if you went 7-5 like Miami and Wisconsin win, who are playing in this game, but you get to play in Yankee Stadium in New York City, that's all of a sudden becomes like you don't even care about how good of the bowl game matchup it is. You just care about, man, going to New York City and hanging out. That's awesome.
The SEC has it all wrong. And it's exactly what you're talking about. Once you get past like the New Year's Day 6 bowls and the college football playoff and all the elite bowls, then it should be about destinations. I mean, the SEC needs a tie-in with.
Keekly's frustrated.
You need a tie-in with the Las Vegas Bowl, not the dadgum Birmingham Bowl.
Right.
And Memphis is great, but I mean, who in the SEC really wants to spend a weekend in Memphis for a football game? Not many, because you go to Memphis for concerts and all these other things. It needs to be about destinations.
Mm-hmm.
Because who's really there for the football once you're not in one of the big bowls?
Well, because it makes you think about it.
You're there for the you're there for the nightlife. You're there for the food. You're there for the party.
Yeah, because well, let me ask you this: what
Football's secondary.
What bowl game that SEC has a tie-in that's not in an SEC state? I mean, you're essentially the only one would be the Belk Bowl that's in North Carolina.
And the secret to all of that is the ticket sales.
Yes,
because when you agree to go to one of these bowl games, your school signs on for usually like 15 or 17,000 tickets you're going to buy. Whether you sell them or not, you're going to buy them. And that's why you put them geographically in a location that you think you can sell them.
Yeah, which is going to be
more readily.
Which is going to be my point, is that that's what they care about, and that's what kind of puts the SEC in a bind, is because of these destinations. Because what would you say is the best destination for an SEC tie-in? I guess would it be maybe New Orleans?
New Orleans or Orlando.
You think Orlando would be fun?
Have you ever been to Orlando?
I've been to Orlando.
Lots of things to do.
Yeah, but I mean, there's lots of things to do in
Orlando
Atlanta too. But
Orlando's like the top tourist destination in the country and maybe the world.
I think I've heard, because there's some type of theme park there.
There's a few.
Yeah,
there's more than one.
Yeah, the big one's, of course, Disney World, the Mouse House. People like to go out there. But
which one? They've got like 5.
They own that
Universal.
city, essentially. Yeah, the stadium sucks
everywhere.
there where you play the...
They've improved it a lot, though, since Arkansas went there in 2006. It's a much different stadium since Arkansas played Wisconsin, but...
Just gets a little muddy if it's had a lot of
rain. They've got turf down.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, for that point in time, they always had that natural grass, and that's what made it. So, it's improved. It's improved. But, that's the thing is, like, because, you think about...
They have a couple of bowls. They play 2 in that stadium.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like the Bahamas Bowl.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Would you rather go there or Birmingham?
I'd go to the Bahamas.
Right.
But that's the thing is, you were talking about ticket sales and
who's going to do that on short notice?
Yeah. I don't think there'd be nearly as many people.
Oh, there wouldn't.
Going to the Bahamas as you like think. Even though in saying
it's just more fun to think about.
Yeah. I went with the basketball team a couple years ago, and there were a nice amount of people, and I guess there are more people at the Bahamas than go to like Kentucky or travel to any of the other road games.
Well, that's why I guess was my question too, is because I think you can overdo the destination too, where it's like you're going to the Bahamas, and it's like, okay, so if it's not about the ticket sales, because you're not selling out tickets. In fact, I saw that there was a story written about a person's experience, a media member's experience of the game. Apparently, it was the most willy-nilly. You had people just walking in the stadium for free. They were just bringing in all the booze they wanted and their coolers and stuff, and like going into the bowl game. Like it was just all whatever. Just show up if you want to show up.
I've heard stories of Arkansas has gotten down in some of these bowl games where you got your ticket allotment. And they've been like the day before games, day of games at local boys and girls clubs just giving tickets away because they
can't sell them out.
They couldn't sell them all.
Yeah. So it's just like when you see those cool destinations, like you say, they are cool on paper, but how many people are actually going to go? And that's why it's always these smaller
The problem is you find out early December where you're going, and then you got to book hotel, airfare, and if you don't have a great team, you didn't win 9 or 10.
That's the problem.
If you won 7 or 8.
Nobody's paying that much more money because you've already bought season tickets. You've traveled
that's my point.
To the home games already.
If you want people to go to see a 7 or 8 win team, it needs to be in a really great destination.
Yeah.
Not Birmingham, not Memphis.
Well, because I felt like
you need a really great destination to prop up 2 crappy teams.
Well, I felt like when Arkansas, like the best case for that is when Arkansas played Texas in the Texas Bowl. Like, to me, for a team like Arkansas, that's about as good as you could ask because you're playing in Houston, which is a very big city with a lot of stuff to do. You're playing in an NFL stadium.
Yep.
And you're playing against a team named Texas.
It felt like a much bigger bowl
than what it was.
And you only had 6
wins.
Yes. And I think both teams only had 6 wins.
2 6-6 teams.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's like the ideal situation that you can be in. But if you look at the other tie-ins and just the other bowl games that Arkansas has been a part of, like you mentioned Memphis and the Liberty Bowl, or going down to Shreveport for the Independence Bowl, or Birmingham for that bowl. It just doesn't really have the same luster.
Nashville's great.
Yeah, Nashville's great.
But there's a city where if you go to the basketball tournament every year or every few years, do you really want to go? How much do you want to go to Nashville? Nashville's a wonderful town.
Yeah.
Probably the best city in the SEC.
Yeah. And if you're Vanderbilt or Tennessee, and you get an invite to the Music City Bowl. Do you really care because you're going to Nashville? It's all about that part. So there's just
it just sounds more fun if you were tied into the Bahamas Bowl.
Yes.
Or the Hawaii Bowl.
Yeah, even though you
or
probably
the Las
wouldn't
Vegas
go.
Bowl.
You probably wouldn't go.
It just sounds more fun.
Yeah, well, maybe we could get Nick get us on
New
the private
Orleans
jet to get us
the
down
New
there.
Orleans Bowl, even though that's like two Sun Belt teams playing each other
cares?
again.
It's
or what?
in New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans, exactly.
Yeah, so there are some lesser bowl games that are in better
Who
destination
cares about the
spots.
bowl game? The game's secondary.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying is that those secondary bowl games themselves just talk about the season that you had and how great it wasn't.
I'm just saying for most people that go, the game is an afterthought.
Yeah, because it's just like what's the? I mean, the worst thing is it's just like you go 6-6, so it wasn't that great of a year, but then you also get stuck in Birmingham.
Yeah.
It's just like
purgatory.
So now you have nothing. You like, what's the point?
Exactly.
And if you end up playing, Troy or something like that, it just doesn't have the same luster around it. So that's the whole thing. Is it's just about destination. It's about all the things coming together. You can get really crapped on when it comes to these bowl games, or you can get a really great spot. But it definitely does not do the SEC justice where they don't have a lot of great destinations for their spot. They have a few, but not a lot of great ones. Give them to New York City. Get that one.
But the problem is while it's fun to sit here and talk about, fans wouldn't get on planes and go. That's why they're all in places you can get in a car and go.
Yeah.
That's why they're in Memphis. They're in Nashville. They're in Birmingham.
Charlotte.
It's
probably the furthest one for at least Arkansas.
Surprised there's not. Is there one? There's not one in Atlanta. I'm surprised that stadium. I bet you that stadium has a secondary bowl game.
Well, the Chick-fil-A Bowl has. I know it's a New Year's Six Bowl,
right? But I mean,
for a while it used to have.
Wouldn't surprise me
Peach Bowl
to be. I think it's still one of the New Year's Day. Yeah, it's in the rotation. So
you had it there for a while. I guess was my point.
My point is like Dallas has 2 bowl games.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando has 2. New Orleans has 2. Wouldn't surprise me at all for Atlanta to have a second.
Of course, there's so many
bowl game.
dadgum bowl games. There may be 3 bowl games in Atlanta I wouldn't know about because there's just so many of them.
Maybe.
So, yeah. We've got to take a break, though. We'll get to your phone calls as well as more of the Morning Rush. But before we get out of here, we're going to tell you about Kevin Hickey Law.
Here at the holidays, it can be very difficult, very emotional to be involved in a child custody issue, a divorce, criminal matter, DHS matter that you might be going through at this time of the year. You need an experienced lawyer that can help you through it all. Kevin Hickey is there for you to represent you through the whole process. They've seen it all. They've dealt with it all. Angry spouses bringing false accusations, ugly custody battles, DHS not giving you the whole story, you name it. Kevin has seen it. He knows how to deal with it. You need to call Kevin if you're dealing with any of these kind of matters. 479-434-2414. One of Kevin's specialties is dealing with DHS. Sometimes that can be very hard to navigate, and you need an experienced lawyer that has done it before. 479-434-2414 in the River Valley. Also an office in Northwest Arkansas at 479-802-6560. If you're driving, didn't get those phone numbers, don't worry. It's all on the website, kevinhickeylaw.com. Also a great blog, case studies, lots of examples of things. Might be some stuff exactly like you're going through you can read about today at your leisure at kevinhickeylaw.com. It's all online at kevinhickeylaw.com.
This is Recruiting Thursday on the Morning Rush, presented by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off the bypass in Hot Springs or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
Walker Heart Institute at Washington Regional offers preventive and acute care as well as management of chronic conditions. Our 11 board-certified cardiologists are innovative leaders, providing Northwest Arkansas's first electrophysiology program, outpatient heart failure clinic, valve clinic, and lipid clinic. Plus, Washington Regional is the first in the state to be accredited by the American College of Cardiology as a chest pain center with life-saving PCI intervention and resuscitation. For a complete list of locations and services, go to walkerheart.org.
This is the Morning Rush.
State sales tax paid on every vehicle purchased now through January 2nd at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. State sales tax paid on every new Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicle on the lot, but only till January 2nd. You'll save hundreds, even thousands. This does not apply to previously negotiated deals or sell prices. State sales tax paid on every vehicle purchased at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Looking for hours of family fun at home? Prestigious Pool Care has what you need. Olhausen Billiards is dedicated to building quality pool tables made in America with many styles to choose from, and all come from the highest quality and a true lifetime warranty. A full line of billiard accessories is also available. Prestigious Pool Care also carries Olhausen game tables like shuffleboard, foosball, and air hockey. You'll find wall art to accessorize the man cave, plus dartboards and accessories. Come by Prestigious Pool Care at 9900 Highway 71 South or call them at 479-648-1213.
There's no better place to catch all the College Bowl action than Buffalo Wild Wings. B-Dubs is the place with wings hand-spun in one of our 21 signature sauces and seasonings, mouth-watering shareables, and an unmatched selection of beers. And B-Dubs knows UFC Fight Nights. Join us for UFC 232, Jones versus Gustafsson, on December 29th, where 2 championship belts are on the line. Your wingside seat is ready at Buffalo Wild Wings in Fort Smith, the hottest sports action of all time. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Have you been looking for your next place to call home and just haven't found the right one? Then it's time to check out the properties at Trinity Multifamily. With a variety of apartments, duplexes, townhomes, and houses, there is surely one to fit your needs. Whether it's in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, or Central Arkansas that you are looking at, they have you covered. Give them a call today. Trinity Multifamily, 479-452-1817. That's 479-452-1817. Or online at trinitymultifamily.com to search rental properties near you.
Having the holidays at your house can be stressful. You want your home to sparkle for your guests, so you clean and clean. But when they leave, sometimes they leave you a little holiday gifts behind. A spot of wine on the couch, gravy on the dining room seat, spilled soda on the carpet. Luckily, help is easy to find. ServiceMaster Clean can make your home bright before the holidays and also help you get cleaned up quickly afterwards. They offer professional carpet, drapery, upholstery, and wood floor cleaning. Best of all, they do the job right, or they do it over guaranteed. That's ServiceMaster Clean. After all, they've been providing professional cleaning services for over 50 years. This holiday season, give yourself the gift of peace of mind. For a free estimate, call your local ServiceMaster Clean at 646-4087 or visit them online at ServiceMasterClean.com. ServiceMaster Clean, the clean you expect, the service you deserve. Call now for Christmas specials, 646-4087.
ServiceMaster Clean! I mean Ford! Oh.
Let's go to the Warehouse Club or the big chain tire store and buy some tires. Why? You think you're saving money? You aren't. Jody'sAuto.com has the best tire brands at the same prices as the Warehouse Club or chain. Price match guarantee and free flat repair to everyone. At the club or chain, you will pay for road hazard protection. Not at Jody'sAuto.com. Free road hazard when you buy 4 tires. What else do they have? Tires and installation, 1 location. Jody'sAuto.com, 3 locations. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, air conditioning, steering and suspension, everything, one stop. Not one stop for every service, one stop for all of it. Best warranty on service and repairs anywhere. Spend $30. Get free roadside assistance. Yeah, that's what you get when you deal with a local company established in 1984 with a motto of do what's right. Jody'sAuto.com for tires and all the rest.
ESPN 95.3. Razorback videos, articles, and podcasts. Find them all at hitthatline.com. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into The Morning Rush. We'll get to your phone calls here in just a second. First, we're going to tell you about Washington Regional.
Yeah, they're committed to providing stroke care that aligns with the latest research-based treatment guidelines. Studies show patients recover better when these guidelines are consistently followed. Washington Regional, proud to be recognized by the American Heart Association for achievement in the Get With the Guidelines and Target Stroke Quality programs. It's just one more way Washington Regional is working to improve health care for you and your family. Learn more at wregional.com.
Let's go to the phone lines. Heath is in Cabot. What's going on, Heath?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Hey, listen, I totally agree about the destination of the bowl games. I think if you were a player, it's all about where you're going and the experiences you're gonna have when you get there, and the game is just secondary. I mean, unless maybe you're like, you know, Notre Dame and Navy who play in Ireland every so often. It's just like, how do you top that? But yeah, the games are secondary. But the reason why I called is I really want to know what you guys are most excited about this bowl season. What games you're really looking forward to? Because personally, I'm really looking forward to the LSU UCF game because I'm ready for this whole UCF. We want Bama. We're left out. I'm ready for all that to be put to bed because I don't even think this game's going to be close. I think LSU is just going to butcher that team, and I'm really looking forward to that because I am so sick of this whole UCF thing. But other than that, man, I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season. And you traveled.
Did you have a good Christmas?
It was okay. I mean, I got an 8-year-old and a 7-year-old boy, and those guys made out like bandits. So
we'll put you down in the okay column then.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
You got to ask. It's the obligatory question. Did you have a good Christmas? So.
Right. I mean,
hadn't met anyone that said no yet. You know.
I mean, it was okay for me, but like you said, those my boys made out like bandits, and watching them, and actually my wife made out like a bandit too. So, but yeah, I mean that's all that matters. But anyway, I'll listen off the air, and if you guys could touch on that, it'd be great. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
My wife, my kids, and American Express all did better than me. So.
Seems like that's always the case, man. That's for sure. Well, to answer Heath's question, I mean, obviously the college football playoff has got a lot of interest for obvious reasons. I mean, I think that's the obvious one. I do agree with him as far as the UCF LSU game.
Okay, but now, if we're gonna put that much stock in it, then everybody said, "Oh, I can't wait for LSU to beat them down." So if they beat LSU, then what? I need us to have that same energy, and because like if they go out and dominate LSU, then I feel we need to put the same. But here's the problem: if they go out and dominate LSU, then everybody's gonna look at LSU didn't really care about that game.
Oh, I know. That's the excuse that's going to get used. But I'm not. I've been one of the few proponents that feel like, of course, with the playoff expansion and all that, we can cross that bridge when we get there. But I at least feel like that UCF has a legitimate reason to gripe. I really do. And it's not because they deserve to be in the Final Four, the college football playoff with their 4 teams. I'm not saying they deserve that. But the fact that a team can go undefeated in a league 2 years in a row and not even get a chance to win a championship is just weird to me. So if UCF beats LSU, you're going to hear them crowing forever. You're going to have to deal with that all off season. So I'm not really rooting for one team or the other in that one, but it's definitely intriguing because of that fact. And there's a lot of pressure from people putting on LSU saying, "Hey, shut these guys up, shut this team up." Because no matter what, even if they win, especially without their star quarterback playing, it's going to be problematic for many people in college football. More of the Morning Rush coming up next.
I'm Bill Bolton. In real estate, it's all about location. In the diamond market, it's about connections. At NWA Gold, Silver, and Diamonds, we trade on the world's largest diamond trading platform, buying and selling over 5,000 carats of diamonds a year and dealing with hundreds of dealers. Most jewelers have 1 or 2 diamond wholesalers they buy their diamonds from. These companies may or may not have the best prices. We guarantee that we can provide you a certified diamond at the best price in Northwest Arkansas. Save thousands on a 1 carat and up diamond.
Find them on Facebook for locations statewide.
For the 3rd consecutive year, you voted Crabtree RV in Alma the area's best RV dealer. The best customers, along with the top brands, biggest showroom, and friendliest staff, have made us #1 again. And to show our appreciation, sales tax paid. That's right. Now through December 31st, Crabtree will pay your state sales tax on all new or used travel trailers and fifth wheels in stock. Thank you, and happy holidays from everyone at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
Did you know world-class stroke care is available in Northwest Arkansas? But getting immediate medical attention is crucial. Sudden weakness, numbness, or problems with walking or speech are all possible signs of stroke. If you see any of these symptoms, call 911 right away. Washington Regional is proud to be the first hospital in Benton, Boone, Carroll, Madison, and Washington counties to earn advanced certification as a primary stroke center. Learn more about how Washington Regional is providing world-class stroke care at wregional.com.
Hey there, this is Travis Tollett from Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Williams Tractor in Berryville, and Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. We wanted to show our appreciation by inviting you to our year-end celebration. The end of 2018 is a perfect opportunity to save big. Get 0% financing or choose cash back on current year Boomer and Workmaster compact and utility tractors. Hurry into Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Williams Tractor in Berryville, and Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas and Rogers now because the New Holland year-end celebration ends December 31st. And on behalf of all of Williams Tractor, I'd like to wish you a happy holiday season.
The morning show that knows the Hogs. You're listening to The Morning Rush.
changing jobs, what do you do with the money in your 401k? Should you leave it where it is, take it with you, roll it over into an IRA, or into your new employer's retirement plan? It is essential to consider the continued tax deferral of these retirement funds and to avoid current taxes and penalties that can eat into the amount of money you've saved. Contact Brad Lewis at United Financial Advisors to learn more about your options. That's 242-7466 or our website at ufadvisors.net.
Securities and advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, member FINRA SIPC. United Financial Advisors is a marketing destination.
Employee pricing for all at Orr Chevy in Fort Smith. Make this a December to remember with Silverado crew cabs up to $12,000 off, or drive away in a 2019 Spark 20% off. 0 down, only $179 a month. And employee pricing on 2019 Traverse, Equinox, and Colorado. Only at Orr do all new vehicles come with lifetime engine warranty, 2 years free maintenance, and free car washes for life. Stop in today to see why you always score more with Orr Chevy. Shop online 24/7 at OrChevyFS.com. Chevy, find new roads.
ESPN 95.3. The most entertaining sports talk radio show in the Natty State. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. By the way, I want to remind everybody that it is an Is It Ever Okay Thursday, which we're going to be playing around 8:30 this morning. I'm so happy that Nick's here so he can criticize the questions, even though I've been on a hot streak here recently, but that doesn't matter to Nick. So we'll have a grading of that, and it is an Is It Ever Okay Thursday presented by Champ Hinton Enterprises, because at Champ Hinton Enterprises, they love to see their customers happy, where 80% of their buyers are repeat customers, and they have one simple goal: to put people in a vehicle that they love, that they can afford. Check out the nearly 5 acres of inventory by taking the Arcoma exit off I-540 and experience the difference at Champ Hinton Enterprises. You know, this weather's been pretty brutal. I'll say that. I mean, it's been nasty around here outside. Just
today.
Yeah, today and even last night.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to pick up my girlfriend Camille from the airport, and she flew in from Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And with all the bad weather going in there and then coming down here, she said it was one of the most turbulent flights she's ever been on. I was like, well, yeah, I can kind of understand that. It was pretty brutal. So, but, I mean, I don't know.
And then she had to deal with you.
I know, right? Because she just had
on top of all of that.
She just had to deal with being in Breckenridge over Christmas, skiing the whole time. I know. She talked about it was snowing so much, I was like, oh, yeah.
Burned my lip on some hot chocolate.
I asked her if she had a good Christmas, and I think you probably know her response. So,
what did you get her for Christmas?
A Sherpa.
Oh. What is that?
Is that satisfactory?
What is that?
It's like a
one of them people that take you to the top of the mountain, right?
Yeah, it's one of those quarter zips that.
A Sherpa was the guy that guided you to the top of.
It's really warm and soft, so it's something it's like you can wear it inside to be comfortable and warm, or you can also wear it outside too. So it's just one of those things. She got me Jim Gaffigan tickets.
I watched him on Netflix this weekend.
Oh,
yeah, he's funny.
He's the best. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, so
where's he going to be?
It's not until May, and it'll be in Irving, Texas. So I'm going to need some time off.
I was just about to say, are you taking a day off?
Yeah, no, I think it's actually on a Saturday, so or no, Friday night, so it should be okay. But I'll make.
I'm out of town that weekend. Maybe a problem.
And Ty's out of that weekend, and everybody's out. It doesn't matter which weekend I'm talking about. It's going to be that weekend.
I'll be solo. I'll be here. I'll be here that weekend.
Yeah. Nick and Tyler can run the show.
Counting on Nick.
Whew. How's Tyler been? I hadn't heard from him in a while.
We don't know.
You didn't talk to him on Christmas?
He went skiing too.
He did? Oh yeah, I saw it on his Instagram story.
Oh,
so yeah,
he was on last week. He told us he'd been skiing.
Where were you last week?
Were you snow skiing?
Vacation.
No. Vacation because you told me you weren't feeling good and you bailed on me.
You can't, for those not. He just looks right down to his arm at his skin when I asked him if he was skiing.
Nah.
Kind of racist, wasn't it?
Very much so.
Very racist of you.
Do you go skiing?
I love to go skiing. Hadn't been in 10 years, but I love to go skiing.
How many brothers you see out there?
I can't. I
Point exactly.
Everybody's got a ski mask on. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
He doesn't see.
I don't see color. I just see people.
Do you ski, John? Do you ski?
No, I don't.
Ty, do you ski? Yeah.
Skiing
You look like
great.
you ski. Don't ask what that means, but you just look like you ski.
He looks like he enjoys Colorado.
How many brothers you see out there?
So he's not wanting to answer because he knows this is the Nick Mason trap that he puts people in.
It's not.
We just see people. We don't see color.
That's right. We were all colorblind.
I'm not. I don't see any of my kind out there. So I'm cool staying down here.
Very racist.
I'm not touching this one, man. Not touching this one. Tom, you better just do this read, and let's get to Tom Murphy on the other side because I'm not going to touch this one.
Hey, ask Tom first question. Tom, do you like to ski? And then when he says yes, ask him how many brothers he sees.
Hey, if you want high-speed internet for your business, you want to improve your technological situation for the 2019 year, call our friends at Pinnacle Telecom, 479-242-0000. Pinnacle Telecom can bring fiber to the door for your business, so take advantage of the area's newest and fastest internet with Pinnacle Telecom, 479-242-0000. Tom Murphy, next on the Morning Rush.
Littleton's Paintless Dent Repair is your one-stop shop for all repairs. Paintless Dent Repair, door dings, unsightly dents, and hail damage repair, all repaired to like new conditions. With over 1 million repaired vehicles with satisfied customers, Michael Littleton is the expert in paintless repair. Littleton's Paintless Dent Repair, conveniently located 3 miles from the Arcoma exit off Highway 112. Or call 479-461-9764. Your number one Arkansas fan.
Doe's Eat Place is the best of the best steakhouse in the River Valley. Award-winning steaks in a great atmosphere is what you will experience every time. Doe's Eat Place offers over 150 selections of wine, including 50 Cabernets, 200 spirits, including 80 whiskeys, bourbons, and scotch, and 75 beers, with 20 different local beers and 50 imported and craft beers. Everything you need for a memorable evening is at Doe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd in Fort Smith. Open 5 till 9 Monday through Thursday, and 5 till 10 Friday and Saturday. Call 784-9111 for reservations.
Hi, I'm Lisa Hinton. You know, sometimes I get asked, why buy a vehicle at Champ Hinton Enterprises? The answer is pretty simple. Since 1984, we've sold more than 35,000 vehicles. Nearly 80% of our buyers are repeat customers, and we approve 98% of our customer applications. Simply put, we love to see our customers happy, which is why we sell to generations of families. It's the Champ Hinton difference. Check out our inventory at ChampHintonUsedCars.com. Champ Hinton, take the Arcoma exit at I-540.
At Michelob Ultra, we brew our beer for those who give it their all and still give up nothing. So when the weather starts to heat up, cool down with the crisp, clean taste of Michelob Ultra. That's why with 95 calories and 2.6 carbs, this beer is brewed for those who live fit, live fun, live Ultra. Enjoy responsibly. 2018 Michelob Ultra Light Beer. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, 0.6 grams protein, 0.0 grams fat per 12 ounces.
ESPN 95.3. The best looking duo in Arkansas sports radio. God, I'd hate to see number 2. This is the Morning Rush.
Okay. Welcome back into the Morning Rush on this Recruiting Thursday, presented by Razorback Camper Sales.
Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs, online at RazorbackCamperSales.com. The end of your blowout sale right now with payments starting at just $163 a month. When we give you these prices with Razorback Camper Sales, that's the price. You don't get there and then there's hidden fees, dock prep fees, all these extra fees that end up costing you hundreds, if not thousands, extra on top of. Razorback Camper Sales doesn't do it that way. That's why we always say no hassle, no pressure when you go to Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs. See Wes and the crew. They will get you fixed up. Low prices right now during their end-of-year blowout sale. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs and online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
We're going to keep getting in touch with Tom Murphy, or at least try to get in touch with Tom Murphy. But before we get to all of that, I wanted to bring up this question because this was something that was actually tweeted at me yesterday, which I thought was a little bit fascinating when it comes to the 3 major sports with the Arkansas Razorbacks. And obviously, there's a pecking order of the amount of attention that is paid to particular sports. Obviously, Razorback football reigns supreme. I'd say Razorback basketball is second, and then Razorback baseball is third.
Let me ask you something really quick on that. Do you just go by, because if we're keeping everything in perspective on basketball compared to other basketball programs, football compared to other football programs, baseball compared to other baseball programs, football's last. And I'm not talking about Hold on. I'm not talking about which one is the best, but how are we comparing these things? Because of course, football is. I mean, they got a lot more people. This and that. But when you're comparing it to the state of the sport that you're talking about, then I mean, it's kind of tough to.
Yeah, because I'm not comparing the states. I'm just saying how I do it is, if you were to win a national championship in football, a national championship in basketball, and a national championship in baseball, which one would you take first? It'd be football.
Yeah.
Which one would you take second? Basketball. And which one would you take third? College World Series and baseball.
What school wouldn't answer like that?
Kentucky.
See, I disagree. I think if they can win a national championship in football, I disagree once again. I mean, I think everybody's gonna say that. You know what I mean? So now, if we're just gonna say football is more important than basketball, or football is more popular than basketball, I'll go with that. But I don't know if you can find a school out there that'll say, "Oh, I'd rather win a basketball national championship or a football national championship." But we know, just like you said, Kansas is a basketball school.
You know, we're at a point in the year where you're starting to see, hey, these were the most, columns and blogs and different stuff. These were the most searched things on this site.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here are our top 10 columns for the year.
Yeah.
Well, Google put out a map yesterday of the most searched things by state concerning your state. And the most searched thing in Arkansas was really kind of two things: Little Rock and football.
Yep.
Basketball, only one state searched Arkansas basketball more than anything else for Arkansas. It was the state of Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, everybody searched. I mean, in football was by far the number one thing everybody was searching for around the country when it came to Arkansas. So searches that included the word Arkansas on Google, in more states had Arkansas football attached to it. In only one state did it contain basketball, and that was the state of Kentucky. Little Rock, I thought, was kind of odd that you'd be searching for Little Rock. And then in the state of Oklahoma, it was a search for Fort Smith.
Mm-hmm. And in Louisiana, it was Hot Springs.
And
so it's just, but that was an interesting map.
But I thought it was an interesting thing to kind of bring to this conversation, that Arkansas football outside of our state, if you believe Google's data, and I kind of do, is the most popular thing around the country that people search for about the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, and I think it was also interesting that Kentucky was the one state that asked about basketball. But,
and in baseball, Oregon.
Yeah, well, they wanted just this.
But it was because of Oregon State.
They wanted to see the highlights of when they beat Arkansas pretty much, which was pretty brutal there. But no, and I think that, just going back to your point, Nick, it's not like I've surveyed every fan. It's just from the perspective that you get, and I guess for Kentucky, we'll use Kentucky as an example. They had a really good year this year in football. Obviously, as good of a year as they probably have ever had when it comes to football in the past 20, 25 years. And I think there was a lot of excitement to that. But it just doesn't come close. It doesn't even compute with the amount of attention and the amount of support and the amount of emotion that go into the basketball program at Kentucky.
Well, because their year wasn't equivalent to them going to a Final Four, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, if the football team did something, if the football team went and won a national championship,
they just won the East
and went and played in the SEC championship, you all of a sudden would see a lot more support and just because football is more popular and more people are going to go to a stadium to watch a football game. But
you still believe, though, that if the entire fan base of Kentucky athletics was surveyed, they would say they'd rather have a football national championship than a basketball national championship.
Yes.
Man, yes. I mean, again, I don't know. It's not like I have the surveying ability to do so, but
because I think they're so far removed. I mean, like Kentucky in a football national championship. I mean, I don't even think people can even imagine that. And so, yeah, I do think. But
everybody wants something they've never had.
Yeah,
and Kentucky's had one, but it was 1945 or something.
Way back.
So. When you look at it, that's the thing that seems unattainable. Everybody wants the unattainable. Well, Kentucky's attained a national championship in basketball.
Yeah.
They've had success. Kansas, same thing. UCLA, same thing. I mean, they've had a recent enough success and are consistently good enough that you would give up some success in the other sport to have that one moment in football.
But the opposite does not have the same effect, because at Alabama, they could care less about a basketball championship if it meant that they were going to sacrifice having a football championship.
Because football still reigns supreme. And part of that is where you live. In the South, football is always going to be.
You don't think Ohio State would be the same way?
Well, no.
Places like that?
Now, I think you bring up a great point, and let's back up a little bit. It doesn't work the reverse.
Yeah.
You can't go to football schools and say, hey, would you Alabama, if Alabama could win one more national championship in football, they wouldn't even care about making it to the NIT for the next 10 years in basketball.
They'd be willing to shut down the basketball program.
They would shut it down before they would do that.
Yeah. So the same way, but I just know, I don't think saying which one would you rather have either, though, makes you. So, like, if I'm telling you Kentucky right now, I think would rather have a football national championship like next year over a basketball, but it's still a basketball school.
We all want in life what's hardest to do. And what's harder to do in college sports? Win the basketball national championship or the college football playoff?
It's college football
Win
playoff.
the College World Series?
College football.
Or the college football. It's the hardest thing to get all the pieces to the puzzle, the right coach, the right quarterback, all the right players in the right places.
Plays, yeah, in games. I mean,
it's just the hardest Rubik's Cube to solve.
Which once again shows how amazing that Alabama and Nick Saban's done it so much.
But there's just something inherent in us as creatures. We always want what's hardest to get to.
Mm-hmm. It's tough, and I do agree with you. It's just tough for me to say that, okay, football is first, basketball is second, baseball is third as far as the importance of Arkansas fans whenever baseball continues to set records every single year.
See, I would think baseball is number 2.
No, it's not.
Well, but now hold on. But going off of that, in which, yeah, I know where you're coming from, and it's hard for me to get over it. But going off of that, though, you still have to say baseball would be 1 with that thinking, because basketball still, no matter what people think, if you go and look up attendance and look up how many people are showing up, it's still, I mean, they're still in the top 15 or 20 in the country, top 2 or 3 in the SEC every single year. Football, you're never saying that.
I don't know if this translates, but I can tell you what people are interested in based on the traffic we get at our website for a football story versus baseball. Even when baseball was having the great College World Series run, the views on the baseball stories were they were still good traffic, but they were a fraction of what we get on just an everyday football story.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
football's 24/7, 365 all the time.
And basketball's still more than what we get for baseball. So as far as fan interest, just looking at the raw data of hitthatline.com, I can tell you football is 1, basketball is 2, baseball is 3. As far as what gets more people to click and what they're interested in reading and learning and studying about.
So Arkansas is a football school?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've always felt that way.
And do you base that upon what the fans want to win a national championship in right now?
I think it's a factor.
And if it's across the board and you say, hey, everything's equal, you can pick one of these sports to win a national championship in, and that's how. And now, do you base every school like that or just Arkansas?
No, I think I base it most schools like that. I think it's because again, I'm not in the fan base of a lot of these schools. I'm just having to go off of what I've seen.
Any of them.
The financial rewards of winning a football championship,
not even close,
are exponential to winning any other sport.
Yeah, I mean, the reason that you're getting an SEC network check is not because of the great baseball program you have. I mean, it's football, plain and simple.
And it's not because of your shares any larger of the college, of the bowl money that's distributed. It's the donations. It's people are far more willing to open up their checkbook and donate to a program, to have access, to have tickets, to have all the things
tailgate, all the things that come with it.
All the things for football. And when we just saw that the football operations center that's now been open 4 years, something like that.
Yeah, roughly.
Would have been built 3 years sooner. Because they were pretty well scheduled to move forward with that, following the Sugar Bowl season.
Yeah.
But then the motorcycle wreck happened, and 2012 happened, and everything got delayed.
Yeah.
The North End Zone, I think, would have been completed a season or 2 ago, perhaps, had the winning continued the way Bobby Petrino, if the program had continued on a similar trajectory to what it was in 10 and 11.
Yep.
Because why? people are just more willing to sign up financially
winning rights
for a
checks.
winning football program.
Yep. And that's how it's always been, and that's how it is at most programs. And I think you bring up an interesting point, Nick, about the other schools like at Kentucky or Kansas that we feel like are just playing basketball schools. And I wish there was just like a way that you could ask that fan base, because that's just what the outsider perspective is. You're like, seeing how horrible Kansas football has been for so long, it's like, they'd still rather have basketball.
It'd be tough though to find any school out there with a football program that would rather win a basketball championship over a football championship. I mean, I can't really think of any. Even when you think about UCLA and how far removed they are from a national championship, but then you think about, so you're trying to tell me they wouldn't rather win a football national championship next year versus basketball? I just don't know.
Even Duke.
If you can find, I don't know if you can find anybody in the country. I mean, it's a more popular sport.
That's a good point. And because of you winning it, the things and the benefits that come along with it, with the money, with the glory, the exposure. I mean, because it's all about what you get put on the national stage, and because people will talk about it, and people will talk about it for years to come.
Well, and not only that, but I bet you I can ask you who's in a national championship for basketball the last couple of years, and you'll probably get every single year wrong, outside of maybe last year.
Yeah.
But then I can go on the flip side and tell you,
can tell,
hey, how did the teams finish in the top 10? I bet you can get 2 or 3 years right, top 10, like 1 through 10, how teams finish in football, just because of the exposure, and it's just a much more popular sport.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting topic. We can continue to talk about this and, of course, get your thoughts and opinions as well. 877-377-6963 is that number to call in. Before we get out of here, though, Tommy's going to tell you about Gaston's.
Yeah, New Year's Eve, just a few days away. If you don't have your plans set yet, or you're looking for a place to go to enjoy a wonderful night with some great food and great time with friends and, a great party, Gaston's has a great party for you New Year's Eve right there in the restaurant that overlooks the White River. They're going to have a great band that kicks up around 9 o'clock. Great food throughout the night, and you can really enjoy a great time at Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202. So that is going on this weekend. Restaurant is open this weekend as well, so take advantage of all of that. And then also the winter rates are back. So whether it's this weekend or you say, well, we've already got plans for New Year's, but we want to enjoy Gaston's soon. Well, January and February are part of the winter rate, so you don't want to miss out on 40% off right now at Gaston's White River Resort. Gastons.com for more details, or again, call 870-431-5202 to make your reservations. New Year's Eve, next Monday. Call and make a reservation right now and enjoy it at Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time every time.
This is Recruiting Thursday on the Morning Rush, presented by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off the bypass in Hot Springs or online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
It's Razorback Camper Sales end-of-year blowout sale. These are the lowest prices in the state. Check out the 21-foot Salem Bunkhouse travel trailer. It has all the options. Only $15,929 or just $163 a month. Or the 26-foot Salem Bunkhouse with slide out for extra room. Only $19,990 or $205 a month. As always, it's a low-pressure, no-hassle experience at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs or online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
Move that ball right down.
There's another delivery truck. That's the third one today. We're running out of room.
Hog fans here at the Stadium Shop on Razorback. We're getting new stuff every day.
Tell me about it. Furniture, man cave stuff, clothing, glassware. Heck, we even received a whole new selection of metal wall art. Our stock room is at critical mass.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road and see the new stuff Matt's talking about. We are more than just another t-shirt shop.
Or you can shop us online at shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com. It does not get more Razorback than us. Dad, another delivery truck.
Go Hogs.
This is Jan at Toyotathon. How can I help?
Hi, Jan. Is Toyotathon still on?
Yes, it is. We still have incredible deals like low APR financing and lease offers on our amazing Toyota vehicles.
But you better hurry. It all ends January 2nd.
Mom?
Hi, honey, yeah.
How did you get on this line?
Well, this is a time for family, so your father and I decided to come and help you out. James, honey, say hello.
Hello, Jenny.
Mom and Dad, I'm kind of busy with a customer right now.
Hi, Jan's mom and dad.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm sure he doesn't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind.
And what Jan was going to say is this is the perfect time to save on the sporty Camry, adventurous RAV4, bold Tacoma, versatile Highlander, and more.
Wow, that sounds great.
Huh, that was actually spot on. Thanks, Mom.
Well, your father's here, too.
During Toyotathon, qualified lessees can lease a new 2018 Camry LE for only $249 a month for 36 months with $29.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Not all customers will qualify. See your participating dealer or visit gstoffers.com for details. Offers available in select states and N1-219.
This is the Morning Rush.
Doe's Eat Place is the best of the best steakhouse in the River Valley. Award-winning steaks in a great atmosphere is what you will experience every time. Doe's Eat Place offers over 150 selections of wine, including 50 Cabernets, 200 spirits, including 80 whiskeys, bourbons, and scotch, and 75 beers, with 20 different local beers and 50 imported and craft beers. Everything you need for a memorable evening is at Doe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd in Fort Smith. Open 5 till 9 Monday through Thursday, and 5 till 10 Friday and Saturday. Call 784-9111 for reservations.
Stop into Hertz Car Sales today and find out why people are talking about their great car buying experience. The sales staff offers a friendly, no-hassle encounter on a great selection of late model, extra clean vehicles and are looking to give you top dollar for your trade. So what are you waiting for? Make the short drive to 2810 Midland Boulevard and find there's no better way to buy your next vehicle. Give them a call at 783-1722 or check them out online at buyfromhertz.com. Hertz Car Sales, when you're ready.
Attention Crawford County storm victims. If your fence was damaged by recent storms and needs replacement, call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. The Fence Man is ready to help, offering free tear out, a $1,000 value, and 2 free walk gates to all of those affected by the storms. That's a total savings over $1,400. 479-782-3936. The Fence Man, 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Sody's Wine & Spirits is making the holidays even brighter for you this year with custom gift baskets. We'll design them with a beer, wine, and spirits of your choice and pair them with a selection of Boar's Head cheeses and meats, specialty chocolates, or other fun gifts. And have you downloaded our new Sody's app yet? Shop our huge inventory with just a few clicks on your phone, put your order in the virtual cart, then pick it up at our drive-thru and be on your merry way. Just search Sody's in your app store to download. Happy holidays from Sody's Wine & Spirits at Phoenix Avenue and I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging, the Xerox authorized agency and dealer in the River Valley. The 29 new models of Xerox business printers and copiers represent a quantum leap forward in office technology. They are designed for the way we work today, safely and securely. They're powered by Xerox Connect Key technology. They're innovative and affordable with both black and white and color devices available. For more information, give Dixie Digital a call at 783-6600 or visit us at dixiedigital.com. Dixie Digital Imaging, bringing Xerox document innovations to the River Valley.
Did you invest in real estate only to find out that real estate takes up too much of your time? If you answered yes, then it's time to make a call to the experts. With more than 30 years of combined property management experience and more than 16,000 units managed, Trinity Multifamily are the ones to call. Get your life back. Call Trinity Multifamily at 479-452-1817 or online at trinitymultifamily.com. Trinity Multifamily, your teammate in the real estate game.
ESPN 95.3. Want more of the Morning Rush? Visit hitthatline.com for podcasts, articles, and videos. This is the Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush on It Is It Ever Okay Thursday, presented by Williams Tractor.
Yeah, they're in Fayetteville, Berryville, and Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. 0% financing or choose cash back. It's part of the year-end celebration that's happening right now, but only for a few more days. You can get those deals on current year Boomer and Workmaster Compact and utility tractors. Hurry, this offer ends December 31st. It's at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, and Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas and Rogers.
By the way, in the previous segment, we were talking about the championships, or at least what people pay more attention to when it comes to the pecking order of sports, specifically at Arkansas, where I think football, basketball, baseball, in that order, 1, 2, 3, is really where people's attention is at. And, you know, Nick, you brought up the point that you feel like it's probably like that at most schools, if not all schools, when it comes to that, right? And, you know, Mark just tweeted at me, and he brings up a good point. He says stats may be hit when Tommy was talking about articles and whatnot. Now, you're saying that it may be skewed because there are more football articles than, say, baseball. But the point that Tommy was bringing up also, though, is you're talking about single stories, though, where it's like one football story will get more than a baseball story of the same day.
Yeah, I'm talking about, single stories.
Okay. Yeah,
I just wanted to know. I just want to know, where do you fit this in? And it seems like it happens every season where it goes, in Baum Stadium this weekend, Arkansas sets a new record. When's the last time they set any type of record at the football stadium?
I can just tell you. I can just tell you from doing this job a long time that there's a reason we talk about football 12 months a year. There's a reason that we align. This isn't just as willy-nilly as it sounds, and I know it sounds willy-nilly some days, but there's really a structure to what we do here, as you guys know, we're just sharing this with the audience, that football is king for a reason, because the research we have done, all the research available to us, from ratings to website to everything you can measure, tells us and shows us football is what you guys out there listening in your car right now want to hear about. More than half the time. It's not all of it. It's not 100% of what you want to hear about, but there's a reason we talk about Razorback football and college football every day of the year. Because if we don't, you quit listening. And I know that because one of the first college baseball runs we made during the life of the Morning Rush, we went to Omaha, and I mean basically for the month of May and June, we talked nothing but college baseball. When the research came back, it was clearly a big mistake because you didn't want to listen to it. And we learned from that. You don't make that mistake, and when you talk, football is what you guys want to hear about. Mm-hmm. It's what you listen to.
And Nick Mason's breakdown of the basketball team. I get that a lot. Get that a lot. So, but
behind football.
That's right. So it's all about that. It's all about that. And so when the attention comes to it, and maybe the pecking order of success can be varied a little bit, because I think, hey, if you're a Razorback fan, you'll take a national championship in any sport. Anything. You'll take it right now, here and there.
Come on, softball.
But when it comes down to it, football will always and has always reigned supreme. More of the Morning Rush and Richard Davenport of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette in 2 minutes. Stay with us, folks.
The year-end event is underway right now at Randall Ford. Check out the all-new 2018 Ford Edge, Ford Escape, Ford Explorer, or the EcoSport. Your choice with 0%. Or get 0% for 60 months plus $2,000 Ford bonus cash, or up to $12,500 off on a new 2018 F-150. During the year-end event going on now at Randall Ford. Stop in today. Randall Ford, 5500 Rogers, or online at randallford.com. Home of the lowest price guarantee.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Jerry Roller Insurance Agency, your #1 Arkansas fan. Auto Owners Insurance and Jerry Roller Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Jerry Roller Insurance Agency. Check out their website at jerryroller.com.
Sody's Wine & Spirits is making the holidays even brighter for you this year with custom gift baskets. We'll design them with a beer, wine, and spirits of your choice and pair them with a selection of Boar's Head cheeses and meats, specialty chocolates, or other fun gifts. And have you downloaded our new Sody's app yet? Shop our huge inventory with just a few clicks on your phone, put your order in the virtual cart, then pick it up at our drive-thru and be on your merry way. Just search Sody's in your app store to download. Happy holidays from Sody's Wine & Spirits at Phoenix Avenue and I-540 in Fort Smith.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, we still have a front working its way through, a chance for rain and isolated storms, especially early. Afternoon high ranging from the mid to upper 60s. Strong south wind with gusts to 30 to 35 miles per hour. Becoming partly cloudy as the night goes on, colder with temperatures in the 30s. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Weather is brought to you by Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith. You can shop anytime at harryrobinson.com.
KERX Paris Fort Smith from the Bush and Bushlight Studios. ESPN 95.3 and hitthatline.com. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios.
We didn't come to paint. We came to win the game.
On your favorite Arkansas sports talk station.
First of all, very few people listen to your radio show. That's the good news. Let me just tell you.
Streaming live from
hitthatline.com.
I got that one, and that's how you pronounce it. Ain't Arkan. It's Arkansas, baby.
This.
Y'all better put him in the Heisman.
Is.
Smile.
The Morning Rush.
Am I wrong? Cause I wanna get it on till I die. Am I wrong? Cause I wanna get it on till I die. Get it on till I die. Get it on till I die. Y'all remember me? Y'all remember me?
With John Neighbors.
Call Kenny Loggins because you're in the danger zone.
Tommy Kraft.
I thought that was one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
2 hours down, 1 hour to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Nick Mason, Ty Richardson, all in studio with you today. And thank you as always for making us a part of your morning this morning on a Recruiting Thursday presented by Razorback Camper Sales.
Yeah, they're end of your blowout sales right now. Salem 27 or 28-foot travel trailers with slide out, fully loaded, all of the options you're looking for with your choice of rear living or rear kitchen design. They're only $21,986 or $225 a month. It's all at Razorback Camper Sales, exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs, and online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
Let's go to the phone lines as we're now joined by Richard Davenport of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Good morning, Richard, and we have to start with the question that we've been asking everybody.
Yeah.
Did you have a good Christmas?
How do you not?
Yeah.
You know, every day, you know, I truly do say this. I know it sounds kind of corny maybe to some, but I believe every day that's a normal day, it's a blessing. Normal day is a good day of health, family, and things of that nature. So I try to be very appreciative about everything, and obviously Christmas is one of those days.
So there you have it. There's Richard's.
Hadn't met one
answer.
yet.
Yeah,
Had a bad Christmas.
I think everybody can have at least a good Christmas, good enough Christmas to talk about it at least. So that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So.
Everybody's asking everyone that question right now.
Yep.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, and
no one's saying no.
Yeah, exactly. So I think everybody's working out. It's perfect. So, but we have a few things that we want to get into with you, Richard. Obviously, with the early signing period that came to an end, and now everything's moving towards the National Signing Day in February. Everyone's curious about what is the coaching staff doing for the Razorback football team as far as who they're targeting, what they're going about it. So, just since early signing day has happened, where are the coaching staff right now as far as who they're looking at, maybe some guys that they're hoping that they can flip or that they can sign? Just what's the overall state of things right now on the recruiting front?
Well, obviously they'll continue to recruit the guys that didn't sign that are committed, but, for the most part, most of those guys are going to be signing in February. Obviously, you have nothing to worry about with Hudson Henry and Traylon Burks. They delayed their signing so they could have family and friends and sign with their teammates on February. Then Adonis Otey is the one that might have surprised some people, the cornerback from Murfreesboro, Blackman High School, Tennessee. He's delaying until February. You got to continue to work on him. Looks like he's going to visit some other schools. If there's a guy that is delaying that's maybe looking around, I would say that he's the one that probably don't have to worry about, but anytime a kid, delays signing and starts visiting other schools, you got to be concerned a little bit. But he seems to be pretty solid. You're looking at Dante Walker and Miles Brooks, defensive end and a defensive back. Both of those guys, Arkansas is still, I guess, pretty much evaluating. Making sure everything's in order before they sign in February. Then Jalen Catalon, the highly recruited safety from Mansfield Legacy High School in Texas. He's already visited Texas. Will visit TCU in January. He's visited Arkansas during the season. He's the guy that's a major target for this staff. And then, they have some linebacker possibilities, too, that they're definitely working on. Lakia Henry from Dodge City Community College in Kansas. Chris Russell, the high school, very athletic high school linebacker who's really kind of blowing up right now. And then Cy Martin from East Mississippi Community College, who made an official visit December 7th and 9th. So really you're looking at all those guys trying to wrap things up. And Monte Spivey, too, running back from Alabama. He's committed, but it looks like he's going to visit Ole Miss January the 25th.
Richard, anybody that I've talked to outside of the state, the first thing that they bring up when it comes to Arkansas football is how in the world did Chad Morris and this coaching staff get such a good recruiting class? So that's my first question. And then, is this something that they're going to be able to maintain? Was this class, do you think it was an outlier, or is this something every year that Arkansas fans can kind of expect Chad Morris and this crew to recruit at?
You know, one thing that really stood out to me last year, well, not last year, but soon after they got on campus, after signing day on February the 20th, February of this year. A few weeks later, they had about 50 kids, highly recruited kids on campus. That really kind of spoke volumes to me, how they were able to, in a very short period of time, only been on campus for about 2.5 months, being able to get so many juniors and sophomores on campus like that. That was very impressive. So that they're able to sell and communicate and develop relationships in a short period of time. And I think with them being able to have a relationship with these kids for a full year, kind of see the results. They're very relationship oriented and able to communicate with the kids on a consistent basis. They're relentless in that. And that's what you got to do. You got to be relentless in communicating with kids, because if you give another school an opening, that's just another opportunity to possibly lose that particular kid for, maybe even visiting or ultimately, obviously, signing or committing to them. And then if I don't think that this was out of the ordinary as far as the staff, as far as going forward, other years coming up. I think you're probably going to see the status quo. I mean, will it be as good of a class as this? I don't know. But I tend to think once they start winning a little bit more and show some progress, I think that's obviously going to make things easier. It was very difficult to recruit this class because the season and how it went, but it's because they had to really be on top of everything. But I think once they start winning some games and kids see progress, I think you're going to continue to see very good classes going forward. And also, now that they've had a year and going on 2 years, when they start working on the 2020 class, that's 2 years of relationship you've been building with these guys. So I'm optimistic about the future.
Speaking with Richard Davenport of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette right now in the Morning Rush. Richard, you mentioned the 2020 class. I guess that's where my curiosity is not only can this coaching staff put together another great recruiting class in the 2020 year, but also what needs are they having to address? We know that offensive line was a big hit. Obviously, defensive line, they tried to get some trench play. Are they kind of go with the same formula for the 2020 class, or what are some of the players that they're really going to be targeting to try to get them on campus?
Well, I mean, pretty much the numbers are the same, except for when you have a smaller class, you reduce I'd say the offensive line or defensive line a little bit by one or two guys. But you usually always sign a quarterback, usually sign a running back or two, and tight end. Every position's usually addressed. So you just may have smaller numbers sometimes because of your because where you are on the 85. But as far as guys, the targeting, I mean, there's so many that they've offered in the 2020 class that I think that they have a legitimate shot at. Ray Curry Jr. is one of the premier offensive linemen in the country out of Memphis. He's a guy that continues to say good things about Arkansas. He's about 6'5", 320 pounds. He's visited Arkansas twice, and I think going forward, they're going to be a player with him. Chris Morris, he's another 2020 offensive lineman from the Memphis area, and you see a theme there. Memphis is really going to be a area where they really hit on. Chris Morris is another offensive lineman who's visited Arkansas several times and has Arkansas pretty much in his top three, and he's got 20 plus offers. But then you got Miles Slusher, a cornerback from Oklahoma, who's been on campus several times, and I think Arkansas's got an excellent shot at. He's from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. He's a guy that just raves about the staff. But those are just some off the top of my head. But there's numerous others that they're targeting, and I think that they have a good shot at.
Richard, for the guys in the 2019 class that'll be on campus next season, of course, a lot of Arkansas fans believe, okay, all these guys are going to be able to come in right away and make an immediate impact. Do you see, I mean, and you don't have to say exactly which guys, but is this a class that half of the class you can see getting on the field early, the full class, a third of the class? What's your kind of feeling on how many of these guys are going to be able to impact wins and losses next year for the Razorbacks?
Well, there's 8 guys coming in at semester, so you figure that those guys have a better shot than the other guys that come in during the summer. 2 of those, obviously, the junior college offensive linemen. But Mateo Soli, 3 defensive ends, Mateo Soli, Zach Williams, and Eric Gregory will be coming in, Shamar Nash, a receiver, and Trey Knox. Usually the skilled guys have a better chance of seeing the field just because of the nature of their position, and you don't have to be as developed physically. But these guys are going to be the 2 receivers, Shamar Nash and Trey Knox, are going to be obviously going through off season, go through spring practice. But I anticipate several, especially in the spring with some of these guys, you'll probably see them maybe make a jump and maybe get ahead of maybe some of the guys that are already on campus. We'll see. But I think that there's definitely a strong possibility just because of how the season was. You may see a record number of freshmen play immediately next year. I mean, it just I don't think that's a big surprise.
Richard Davenport of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Always appreciate you joining us, Richard. Great stuff, man. Looking forward to catching up with you next Thursday. Have a happy New Year, man.
All right, guys. Take care.
You as well. 877-377-6963 is the number to call in on an Is It Ever Okay Thursday, presented by the Fence Man.
Hey, right now, if you need a new fence replacement, but you're worried about getting the old fence taken down, don't worry about it. Call the Fence Man. If you need a new fence, now's a great time to do it because you can save some extra money here at the beginning of the year. For a limited time, all residential customers get a free tear-out. This is a $1,000 savings. Tear out your old, worn-out fence and get a new one right now and save $1,000 with the Fence Man. 479-782-3936. It's their winter special. $1,000 savings just to get the job started with a free fence tear-out. But you better call today, 782-3936. Free tear-out, $1,000 savings during their winter fence special. Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
This is Recruiting Thursday on the Morning Rush, presented by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off the bypass in Hot Springs or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
After a long, hard day at work, wouldn't it be great to come home and slide into your hot spring spa from Burton Pools and Spas? Hot Spring Spas is the easiest to operate and the most energy-efficient spa on the market. And Hot Spring Spas are designed with the best hydro massage jets in the world. Also ask about saltwater spas with Hot Spring Spas at Burton Pools and Spas in Fort Smith and Springdale or online at burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun. How's your energy level throughout the day? 3-Day Wall Breaker is a revolutionary nutritional drink mix that targets complete mind and body support. It's free of stimulants and sugars and perfect for everyday use. If you need the extra bit of energy and want it from natural ingredients, 3-Day Wall Breaker is for you. Feel the difference in your energy level while providing mental focus, muscle, and joint support. Available in an orange-flavored powder mix in either 3-pack or 30-serving jar. Try it today and feel the difference. Available at your Total Fitness shop or online at 3daywallbreaker.com.
This is the Morning Rush.
Let's see. Search for tire shops in my area.
Y'all need some help? I'm the tire guy.
Who are you and why are you in my living room?
You need to be more worried about taking care of your old tires. Head on over to Southern Tire Mart. We get you rolling with your new Toyota. The best-selling tires in Fort Smith. Be sure to take advantage of our $24.95 oil change and our free multi-point vehicle inspection.
I only have one more question, tire guy.
All right.
Why is there a mariachi band in my living room as well? Southern Tire Mart, just off I-540 at exit 14 in Fort Smith, your #1 tire and service store.
What's your more? Maybe it's more front row seats to see your favorite band on all 35 tour dates around the world. Whatever you'd like more of, Powerball from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery can turn those dreams into reality. And the next drawing is for more than $170 million. So go to your local lottery retailer and get your ticket to more today. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Keep on amazing with Baptist Health.
My name is Riot Carey. I'm infectious diseases consultant at Baptist Health. I wish you a season of joy.
Hi, my name is Laura Gunter in the Health Information Management Department. We would like to wish our patients and families a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I'm Angie, an RT at Baptist Health. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Baptist Health is honored to serve the River Valley. To learn more, visit baptist-health.com.
Ford Nissan in Fort Smith has a factory objective we must hit. We need to sell 76 new Nissans by the close of business December 31st. No deal will be missed. Here's how. 2-year service plan included with your purchase, lifetime powertrain warranty, car washes for life, score more with OR. Our hot new programs include recent college grad, military discounts, first-time buyer, 0 down on everything, and 0% on most models. Come see why you always get more with OR. Visit us on the web at ornissanfs.com.
Having the holidays at your house can be stressful. You want your home to sparkle for your guests, so you clean and clean. But when they leave, sometimes they leave you a little holiday gifts behind. A spot of wine on the couch, gravy on the dining room seat, spilled soda on the carpet. Luckily, help is easy to find. Service Master Clean can make your home bright before the holidays and also help you get cleaned up quickly afterwards. They offer professional carpet, drapery, upholstery, and wood floor cleaning. Best of all, they do the job right, or they do it over guaranteed. That's Service Master Clean. After all, they've been providing professional cleaning services for over 50 years. This holiday season, give yourself the gift of peace of mind. For a free estimate, call your local Service Master Clean at 646-4087 or visit them online at ServiceMasterClean.com. Service Master Clean, the clean you expect, the service you deserve. Call now for Christmas specials, 646-4087.
Service Master Clean! I mean Ford! Oh.
Let's go to the Warehouse Club or the big chain tire store and buy some tires. Why? You think you're saving money? You aren't. Jody'sAuto.com has the best tire brands at the same prices as the Warehouse Club or chain. Price match guarantee and free flat repair to everyone. At the club or chain, you will pay for road hazard protection. Not at Jody'sAuto.com. Free road hazard when you buy 4 tires. What else do they have? Tires and installation, 1 location. Jody'sAuto.com, 3 locations. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, air conditioning, steering and suspension, everything, one stop. Not one stop for every service, one stop for all of it. Best warranty on service and repairs anywhere. Spend $30. Get free roadside assistance. Yeah, that's what you get when you deal with a local company established in 1984 with a motto of do what's right. Jody'sAuto.com for tires and all the rest.
ESPN 95.3. This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Bud Light, brewed with the best barley, rice, water, and hops to be America's favorite light beer. Bud Light. Please drink responsibly. The most entertaining sports talk radio show in the Natty State. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into The Morning Rush on Is It Ever Okay Thursday, presented by Workman's Travel Center.
Yeah, if you're going to be on I-49, whether it's on the south end or on the north end, you need to stop at a Workman's Travel Center or on I-40 near Ozark. They got 3 locations to serve you 24 hours a day. If you're headed north on I-49, Rudy is your last stop, headed towards Fayetteville before you kind of get there between Rudy and north of the tunnel. There's just nothing there to get gas or a drink or use the restroom. Rudy's your last oasis there headed north. Up in Benton County, Lowell's one of the best convenience stores you're ever going to go inside of at Workman's Travel Center, their newest location there at Lowell. And then exit 35 off I-40 in Ozark. The Ozark Mountain Grill's at all 3 locations, open 24 hours a day. So stop in and see them today. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner at Workman's Travel Center, 24 hours a day in Rudy, Ozark, and in Lowell.
So, Tommy, what'd you get for Nick for his birthday?
That's a great question.
Hopefully,
I'm stumbling and stuttering here.
Look, this is what you can get me after the show.
Probably 2 of what he got me.
After the show, they have this new Johnny Walker Ghost Edition. and I'd really like to try it, but it's a little out of my price
Here's
range.
the thing. I had his birthday and Christmas present ready for him at the Christmas party a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, that he skipped
where he
out
said
on.
he would be at.
That's true. It's a good point.
Had the forklift bring it in. I mean, it was ready to go.
I actually tried to make it back.
And he, after saying that morning, in that very chair he's sitting in now, I will be there in 3 hours.
Yeah.
No, sir. No show.
Not even late. You missed out on some good gifts.
Man, I know I did.
There were some good gifts. People
Best
went home
ever. It was the best ever.
Yeah.
Because Karen even texted me and was like, ha, you can't steal my liquor this year.
And, I mean, and it wasn't just liquor. It was, we're talking about not just going down and getting the little sample bottles here.
What did you get?
The ones you dream of.
I don't remember. What did I get?
Oh, they were so great. You don't even remember what you
got. You got the Ciroc?
Yeah.
Biggest bottle of Ciroc.
The biggest bottle of Ciroc and some Patron.
You drink Ciroc? I know you drink Patron.
No, I don't drink Patron.
Yeah, you do.
That's my buddy Brendan. He's all the ones about that.
You were drinking Patron the day that I was buying all those shots.
I was.
All right. John drinks whatever is free.
Well, okay,
Spoken like a real radio man.
Okay, but see, first off, hold on a
He's
second.
a radio man. Of course he does.
Is that not like a common thing where people just drink whatever's free?
No. Like, you shouldn't just
Well, I guess once I get to your level of financials.
It's your free. Free is the best F word out there. You know?
You just shouldn't just take just drinks from anybody, just hand them to you.
Well, no, but I'm saying like if you go to if it's like some type of wedding or something like that, like what's free, and they tell you, you're like no.
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie.
I want to pay for my alcohol. That's not what you're gonna do.
No,
that's my point.
I'm drinking bottom shelf at all weddings.
Hey, whatever's free $99. That's exactly what you're gonna take. So
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, give me the rock gut and a Coke. You know?
Yeah. But you meant, well, no,
because give me a glass of that Boone's Farm, you know.
Thing is,
Ripple.
Hold on, you got Ciroc and Patron?
That's the thing is,
what type of Christmas party was this?
Big time. That's what it was. It was big time.
No,
epic.
What you get, Ty?
He got gift cards.
To where? Best Buy?
Or I don't know where he got the gift cards. It was like $150 though. Wherever it was.
Probably to Lewis and Clark. That's where you look like you shop at, Lewis and Clark. Yeah.
I wouldn't know what that means.
I mean, he looks like a Lewis and Clark guy, just like I look like a guy that wouldn't ski. I mean, like we all look like something.
So you would never go skiing?
I'm not gonna say never.
At least you're not stereotyping.
I'm not gonna say never.
But you have never though.
No. Okay. And I'm not looking forward to it either.
You don't want to go?
No.
So
I don't want to go skiing.
Let's go to Breckenridge or Winter Park today. You're out.
Do I have to pay for my ticket?
No.
I might show up.
Oh, good. Very kind.
Didn't have to pay for a ticket at the Christmas party and didn't show up for that either.
That's true.
Hey, West Termite Pest and Lawn. They'll come to your home or your business, give you a free inspection. If you got a different company doing lawn treatment, pest control, you got another company that comes by and does termites, and then in the summer, one more company you write a check to or give your debit card to for mosquito control. One company can do all of that. Your lawn, quarterly pest, annual termite, summer mosquitoes. It's West Termite Pest and Lawn. They do all of that. Give them a call. Go to their website for a location near you. Northwest Arkansas, River Valley, Hot Springs, and in Little Rock. It's West Termite online, westtermite.com.
It's Razorback Camper Sales end-of-year blowout sale. These are the lowest prices in the state. 2018 Salem 27 or 28-foot travel trailers with slide-out, awnings, power jacks, fully loaded with all the options. Your choice of rear living area or rear kitchen design. Only $21,986 or just $225 a month. As always, it's a low-pressure, no-hassle experience at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs or online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
Hi, I'm Bill Bolton of NWA Gold and Silver, Arkansas's largest buyers of diamonds, estate jewelry, luxury brands such as Urim, Lagos, and Rolex. We specialize in the purchase of 1 carat and up diamonds, estate pieces, Native American as well as sterling silver flatware, gold and silver bullion. Recently, we had 2 sisters come into one of our Central Arkansas stores that inherited some gold and silver coins. They walked out with over $15,000 each. What you have can be worth thousands. NWA Gold and Silver.
Find them on Facebook for locations statewide.
Are you in the market for a new pool or spa? Seaside Pools and Spas has been constructing quality pools in the four-state area since 1967. It's your one-stop shop for chemicals, equipment, spas, and in-ground pools. With a service department like no other, Seaside Pools and Spas can help you with any repair, maintenance, or renovation needs necessary. Visit Seaside Pools and Spas today in Springdale and Bentonville or online at seasidepools.com.
Are termites or other pests causing you problems? West Termite and Pest Management will come and inspect your home or business for free. West Termite and Pest Management has you covered when it comes to termites, bed bugs, or other pest control needs. And West Termite and Pest Management services are designed with your children and pets in mind. West Termite and Pest Management, the local guys with expert technicians, serving you in Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, Hot Springs, and Little Rock. Visit them online at westtermite.com.
The morning show that knows the Hogs. You're listening to The Morning Rush.
The bad news is you need new tires. The good news is that Tony's Tire Service has a great selection waiting for you. Tony's Tire Service has been serving River Valley businesses for 32 years. Come on down and check their great selection of Cooper tires. Let Tony's Tire Service get you rolling again. Tony's Tire Service also specializes in alignment for all vehicles. 7200 South 28th Street or call 646-5645. Plus, you can find them on the web at Tony'sTireSVC.com. Tony's Tire Service in Fort Smith.
Everything's new at Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford. A new and bigger selection of Ford cars and trucks. A new and bigger selection of pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. With over 50 to choose from. Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford. Only a short 30-minute drive from virtually everywhere for the best deal on a Ford. And with Harry Robinson, you always get more for your trade. Everything is new at Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford. 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisaw, Oklahoma. The new Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford.
ESPN 95.3. The best looking duo in Arkansas sports radio. God, I'd hate to see number 2. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush on an Is It Ever Okay Thursday, presented by World of Wireless.
877-305-DISH. Right now, a great time to sign up. Right in the heart of bowl season. Plenty of basketball ahead. NFL playoffs right down the road. You don't want to miss any of your favorite action or your favorite show while you're watching the game. 16-tuner hopper system means you never miss anything. You can record your shows, your games, everything at once because you can record up to 16 items at once. And if you got a new fancy 4K TV for Christmas, use the sports bar mode to watch 4 different programs at one time in high def. So you can do all of that with World of Wireless. 877-305-DISH. Lock in your price for 2 long years when you call WOW now. That's 877-305-DISH for World of Wireless.
By the way, we were talking about basketball earlier in the show when we mentioned, or at least asked you, Nick, about Mason Jones and how he kind of came out of nowhere. It certainly seems like, at least the way that he's playing right now.
And that was a good, and I'll have to give them credit because that's probably where the most criticism comes with this coaching staff is their recruiting or lack thereof. That was a hell of a find.
Yeah.
Played over at Connor State.
Yes.
A year ago.
And he wasn't a high major kid. And that was a great find because can imagine where you'd be right now without Mason Jones. And I'll even go as far to say this. He's better right now than Day-Day was going to be this year. And, that's
a good point, yeah.
And basically that's what happened. That's who got that scholarship. He's definitely better than CJ can't make threes but thinks he's a 3-point shooting Jones. He's definitely better than him. But
I think that was his nickname that they came up with.
Oh my God.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Literally, y'all would drive me crazy talking about, CJ Jones, he's going to be good this year. He's going to hit those threes. He can't shoot.
Yeah. He'd get hot on occasion. He can make a few here and there.
I told y'all that one time he missed so bad it froze my TV. I'm telling you, I'll never forget that. I told Tommy.
He shot once and it hit the underside of the backboard.
On the other side,
yes. It defied physics.
He was on the left wing, and he shot it and hit the bottom of the backboard on the right wing. The shot was so bad, my DirecTV froze. It just froze. And then I was looking like, what in the world?
If you're the shot clock operator, you had to really pay attention. Did that hit the rim? Did it not?
No, ain't every hit no rim. Hit the bottom of the – they had to – hey, look. It's that rubber thing that's at the bottom of the backboard. They had to go put it back up because C.J. Jones kept hitting it when he was shooting.
I think people thought he was a lot better than what he was. Yes.
You think?
Yeah, just ever so slightly. But the thing is,
strong opinion.
Hey, but about Mason Jones, though, people don't realize that he comes from a pretty solid bloodline.
Yeah.
When it comes, because his brother Matt Jones played at Duke.
Yeah.
So he had, and I believe,
not the Matt Jones that played.
No. There's too many Matt Jones. It's almost like it's too common of a name. But no, he's the brother of him that played at Duke. So that their basketball runs strong in their family. And correct if I'm wrong, he's actually a sophomore this year, though.
Yes.
Right. So it's not like he's a JUCO and you're only going to have 2 years.
He only played 1 year in JUCO.
That's right.
And he prepped right before that. So yes, he's a sophomore. But great pickup. And if they, I know that these coaches are happy with the 2 wings that they were able to get this year.
Hey, check out something new coming to downtown Fort Smith. It's 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge on Garrison Avenue at 906 Garrison Avenue. Big city feel to downtown, offering a large selection of very top-shelf wines and liquors, as well as the most popular brands of cigars that will be available in the state. They'll have a state-of-the-art air replacement system that replaces, not recycles, the air every 4 minutes with clean, fresh air. Heated outdoor enclosed patios. You can enjoy that year-round as well. Comfortable leather chairs, a small plate menu, coffee and espresso, and relaxing entertainment that will be on their agenda as well. Ask about VIP memberships, also private cigar lockers, all available at the new 906 Cigar Lounge. 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge. Opening soon. Find them on Facebook for more details. 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge. A touch of class on the avenue.
You a cigar guy? I know you
Not
don't
really.
smoke, but
no,
not a cigar guy.
But I can go down there for the cocktails.
Well, I was wondering because you feel like you'd be a cigar guy when there's a celebration.
Hadn't found the one I like yet.
Okay, well maybe that'll happen here soon. Is it ever okay Thursday? Coming up next. Stay with us.
Hi, folks. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources. I've got a whole lot of inventory, and they've all got to go by the end of the year. So I've got a Christmas miracle of a deal guaranteed to brighten up your holiday season. All this month, save up to $3,800 below retail on the whole inventory of Rath road-ready vehicles. Time to trade the family truckster? Get up to $2,900 extra for it now at Rath Auto Resource. Planning a Christmas vacation? Bring in your sleigh today and let our team of experts in the Meineke Car Care Center make sure you get to Grandma's house and back. Are you stuck home alone waiting on your tax refund? Take advantage of our TaxMax program and get your nicer, newer car now. And save up to $3,800 below retail or get up to $2,900 extra for your trade. Only at Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Center, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, or online at rathauto.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects trade allowance.
Barley is the soul of Budweiser. That's why we've been working with the same family-owned American farms for more than 50 years to harvest it. The secrets to growing this grain perfectly have been passed down through 3 generations. For them, it's a legacy. And it's why only the best barley and locally sourced ingredients are used to make Budweiser. Budweiser is proudly raised across America. This Bud's from our barley farmers. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
There are just a few things in life you can absolutely count on, and change is one of them. This certainly applies to technology. Hello, I'm Drake Smith with Pinnacle Telecom, and I'm pleased to tell you about Pinnacle's cloud-based telephone systems. If you can't remember how long your phone system's been in place, chances are you're missing out on a ton of features. Give us a call today and we'll tell you how we can get you in a brand new IP phone system for only $99 per month. Check us out at pinnacletelecom.com. Pinnacle Telecom, tomorrow's technology today.
ESPN 95.3. Want more of the Morning Rush? Visit hitthatline.com for podcasts, articles, and videos. This is the Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush on a Recruiting Thursday, presented by Razorback Camper Sale.
Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs. Lowest prices in the state during the end-of-year blowout sale. Prices start at just $163 a month on their 21-foot Salem bunkhouse travel trailer. Great starter trailer right now. All the options, just $15,929, or as I said, $163 a month. Upgrade to the 26-foot model with a slide-out, for just $205 a month or $19,990. See it today at Razorback Camper Sales, exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs, or online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
All right, so we're about to jump into Is It Ever Okay Thursday. And, of course, if you have any questions that you would like to add into Is It Ever Okay Thursday, be sure to tweet us at HitThatLineAR, because sometimes your questions are the best ones to try to get into. But we'll have some fun ones. We'll do some sports, some non-sports related as well. And it is presented by NWA Gold and Silver.
Hey, if you hadn't heard, there's a story about two sisters in Central Arkansas that took some gold and silver coins they inherited into NWA Gold and Silver. Each walked out with $15,000 in their hands. This is the state's largest buyer for diamonds, estate jewelry, luxury jewelry, and like the story says, gold and silver as well. NWA Gold and Silver. What you have in your safety deposit box or what you have in a safe at home could be worth thousands to you. NWA has locations all over the state, one near you. Go to their Facebook page and pick one out, the one that's most convenient for you, and go see them. These are people that you can trust. They've been doing this for years. They have connections all over the world. So if you're looking to buy jewelry or you're looking to buy gold or silver or diamonds, they can help you with that as well. It's NWA Gold and Silver. Find them on Facebook. Just search for NWA Gold and Silver.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
Was that wrong? I gotta plead ignorance on this thing, because if anyone had said anything to me at all that sort of thing was frowned upon.
Sometimes a warrior just has to kind of lay down on the ground for a minute, just stay there for a second, have a good bleed.
That don't make no sense.
It's time for Is It Ever Okay Thursday.
All right, Is It Ever Okay Thursday? You know, I'm going to first bring up the question that we actually asked yesterday, now that we have Nick in studio, and I want to ask him. Is it ever okay to, as a family, get matching pajamas? You know what we're talking about, Nick.
I'm going with no. And I have a buddy. He does it every single year. Every single year. A couple of my buddies did it this year though, but no, I'm not. No.
You're out on that? Because I was too. Yeah. I was completely out on that. I think Tommy, we convinced him of that too.
Yeah, on the poll question we put up yesterday, I think, I don't know what the final result is, but it's pretty heavy yes.
Yeah, people were totally okay
with it. We were in the
okay
minority on this, that people are okay with it. And looking at Facebook, I think people are very okay with it. I think it's just guys getting drugged to the party. The wife shows up with the matching pajamas, and what are you going to do? There ain't no dude ever said, you know what, I think it's a great idea that we get matching pajamas and pose for a picture in front of the fireplace and put it on Facebook. No dude has ever come up with that thought.
The matching onesies?
I think Ty has some of those. I think him and his buddies do that on the weekend.
That wouldn't doubt me.
I'm not kidding you,
I'm
Nick.
even more out on that. I'm even more out on that.
That's worse.
On the onesie?
Yeah, okay.
That's even worse.
If your girl asks you, though.
No.
So if your girl asks you and she said, John, this is what we're going to do, then you'd say, no, this ain't what we're going to do.
Nope. We're not doing it.
I don't believe that.
All right. Would your girl, if she said you were doing it, you'd do it?
Come on now.
That's not an answer. You do it?
No.
Okay, then. So maybe this should be, is it ever okay to have matching anything? Like as a family, to do a matching thing?
Oh, yeah.
So what is acceptable?
Mom and daughter for sure.
Yeah. Brother and sister, twins.
So, but what are we
Dad
talking
and
about
son,
here?
if the son is of a certain age.
Okay.
If it's like a small kid.
Yeah.
Shoes are always fine.
Okay, so it's always
Haircut.
about who it is
Haircut,
and what it is.
Or actually, everything's fair game except for the pajamas.
So everyone having matching T-shirts and wearing them out in public is fine.
If you're at like a graduation or family reunion,
something like that, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
But wearing them to the mall and saying saying whatever the back of the shirt say, no, that's never cool.
Okay, so that was my question, because we have to make sure that we go through the basics of what could work and what could not work.
I promise you, though, there's not one red-blooded male listening to this show right now that it was their idea to have the matching pajamas.
I certainly hope
there
not.
isn't one.
Certainly hope not, because that would be problematic.
And if you're the one out there that I've missed, don't call and tell us.
Yes. Yeah, just keep that to yourself.
Yeah. Don't embarrass yourself.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, okay, Christmas is over, New Year's is coming up. So, is it ever okay to not stay up until midnight to bring in the new year?
The older you get, the answer is yes.
Okay, so you're not going to stay up until midnight?
Under 45, the answer is no. Under 45, you have to stay up until midnight. It's not okay.
Tommy is like 64 now, so I guess that can't be.
I'll be 43 on Monday.
Well, then you're under the bar, though, that Nick just set.
Last year we made it to midnight and then some.
And then some?
Yeah.
Whoa, what's that mean?
Yeah, tell us details, please.
Yeah, this is a family radio program, you know. No, last year we were away, family, and there was a fireworks show at midnight, and we stayed out for that.
No. So, but
with the kids.
You won't do that this year.
I don't know. We hadn't even planned. We're just trying to live for this weekend, man. We're just trying to get through Saturday.
Yeah. Okay, so is this another thing, too, where like you have to have like champagne or wine or something like that to bring it in, like to do a toast?
Preferred, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're going to stay up that long, you at least have to have some time. You can't just stay up and see the ball drop and be like, yay, and then go to bed. Like, you actually have something to do it, which also throws everybody else off, too, because technically the ball drops here at 11 o'clock. Not at midnight because of Eastern time zones and all that fun stuff. So
no, you got to do it local. You got to have your local midnight. You know?
Your local midnight.
That's acceptable the older you get to go with the Eastern time zone and call it good at 11.
Hey, nothing was more fun, though, than when you brought in the new millennium in 2000 and everyone was freaking out about maybe the computers are just going to go haywire and there was going to be World War III.
And the worst of that was I was in Dallas because Arkansas was playing Texas the next morning.
10 a.m.
You had to really be a champion that day to stay up to midnight, then some, get to your hotel, then be back up at, crack of dawn to be at the stadium at a time so you can see kickoff.
Were you doing radio at that point?
No. Well, I was in radio, but I wasn't doing this.
Okay.
I wasn't working here.
Yeah. Because, everybody was freaking out about that. They thought the computers would all mess up. Like, that was one of the more memorable New Year's you'll ever see, just because. And then it ended up, really nothing actually happened. So, it ended up being all right. All right. So
fortunes were made on that.
That's right. That's right. So, okay, here's another one on the theme of New Year's. Is it ever okay to keep Christmas decorations up past New Year's? Because I feel like
are we talking tree?
I'm talking about everything Christmas related because it gives you a week buffer to try to get all your decorations down. So if you have Christmas lights up, if you have Christmas trees up, if you have all that, is it past New Year's?
The lights have to come down because the lights are on the outside of your house. At least the outside lights and decorations need to come down.
Let me give you one reason why it might be okay, just out of convenience.
Okay.
Particularly if you have a wife that is home during the day, takes care of the kids. Waiting on them to get back to school so you can accomplish this task without the kids right at your feet, I could see why that would be more convenient. I could see, and I don't know when my wife's going to, I may go home today and all of it's down. I don't know. But I could see why she might want to wait till the kids are back in school to not mess with it out of pure convenience.
Okay.
But I'm kind of like you. 26th, 27th, by this weekend.
Time to go.
Yeah. Like you got.
But I'm gonna you put in so much effort, so much time to get all that stuff up and looking right. You're like, a few more days. I worked hard on that.
Yeah. See, because I'm not one that just puts up Christmas decorations. So,
See, if it was me,
to that point, you'd have it down the next day.
It'd never gone up.
Oh,
dude, there'd been like.
So you're not a Christmas decoration person then?
No, there'd been like stockings hanging from the.
Would you at least have a tree? You gotta have a tree.
That's iffy.
Oh, they got the Grinch over here. My goodness.
No, it's not a Grinch thing. It's just
I don't see the Christmas tree. I feel like that's like the basic you gotta have as a tree. Even if it's fake, even if it's small, you gotta.
I would probably do it for the kids, but if it's just me, like in a bachelor situation, like two of you three, I'm not sure what Nick's status is today.
YOLO.
Probably not.
Okay, I understand that. That's why I'm asking these questions, so we can get a lot of these grades out. So, all right, switch back over to sports. Is it ever okay to cancel a bowl game due to weather? Basically saying
the toilet bowl, yes.
Why instead of
a meaningless game?
I'm not saying that like you should play through the weather. I'm just saying without even postponing it or anything, just straight up canceling.
Well, it's the TV thing, right?
That's right.
When are they gonna put it back on TV?
Don't know.
Because that's all that matters. If it isn't on TV, then it didn't happen anyway.
So these
games are all about TV.
So would any bowl game be up to being canceled besides the college football playoff?
I think they're all subject to being canceled besides the New Year's Day 6.
So New Year's Day 6, they'd keep going.
Yes.
They'd have no matter what. They'd postpone. They'd find a way. But
yeah, because even if you aren't in the New Year's Day 6, but say you win the Rose Bowl or the Fiesta, I mean, that's still a meaningful title to put in your trophy case.
Yeah, but what
if you're a Sugar Bowl champion or you're whatever's not in the rotation that year?
Yeah, but what if you're,
this year it's cotton and orange. So if you're in the Fiesta, Rose, or Sugar, or I guess Peach, that's still a meaningful game to be a part of.
Even the Citrus Bowl, something like that.
That's not a New Year's Day 6.
So that would not be. So Citrus Bowl could be canceled.
I'd say starting there and down, because that's probably the best bowl that's not a New Year's Day 6. I mean, if you're in the Music City Bowl and the worst storm to hit Nashville occurs at kickoff, who cares? Let's go back to the bar.
Yeah.
There's a guy that's really good on guitar playing down here by the arena.
On guitar, yeah. Well, that's the thing too, is because you got to think about the travel arrangements and the tickets and the refunding and
again, you'd be surprised how many of these bowl games, particularly these lower level ones, are owned by ESPN. That's the little secret that a lot of people don't know.
The flagship.
The mothership owns, and when I say owns, I mean like they own the bowl game.
Yeah.
They put it on because they need something to put on TV. And that's what it's all about. So when there's no more window to put it on TV, or it doesn't make sense, or it doesn't make sense for their advertisers, move on.
Which I get and I agree, because I think that there's certain bowl games that have clout that you want to keep that way. But, canceling bowl games, like, for instance, the bowl game they canceled yesterday between Boston College and Boise State, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, they at least started the game. They at least got that in. They at least got to be able to say they at least started it, but certainly
they all got their gift bag. That's all they came for anyway.
The swag bag.
That's the only thing that matters.
As long as they got that, then everybody's good. All right, so that's Is It Ever Okay Thursday. We got to take a commercial break and get to the final segment of the Morning Rush, but before we do, we're going to tell you about Burton Pools and Spas.
Yeah, can you imagine getting home, particularly after a day like today where it's kind of been cold and wet and dreary, and slipping into your new hot tub from Burton Pools and Spas? It's hot tub weather, and they are the place to get a hot tub. Fort Smith and in Springdale, they got the best brand that you can buy on the market, Hot Springs. And when you go there, you're going to find out why. It's the most energy-efficient spa on the market. So what does that mean? Well, go plug in, a lesser brand and put it on your electric meter and see what happens. It's going to cost you $50 to $100 or more a month to operate this spa. More chemicals, more water, more everything. With a hot spring spa, it is so well built, so well insulated, it's more energy efficient, meaning you can run your spa for tens of dollars a month. The average cost between $15 and $20 a month in energy cost to have your spa when you get a hot spring spa from Burton Pools and Spas. Go by one of their showrooms, Fort Smith or in Springdale. Get all the details, full demonstration. Let them answer all your questions. So if you're in the market or you've been thinking at all about a spa, don't get the one that's on discount or on sale somewhere else because you think you're getting a good deal. In the long run, you may not be getting the best deal you can get. Get the best. Get it from Burton Pools and Spas. Fort Smith and in Springdale and online at burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun.
This is Recruiting Thursday on the Morning Rush, presented by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off the bypass in Hot Springs or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
Move that ball right
Dad,
down.
There's another delivery truck. That's the third one today. We're running out of room.
Hog fans here at the Stadium Shop on Razorback. We're getting new stuff every day.
Tell me about it. Furniture, man cave stuff, clothing, glassware. Heck, we even received a whole new selection of metal wall art. Our stock room is at critical mass.
Folks, come by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road and see the new stuff Matt's talking about. We are more than just another t-shirt shop.
Or you can shop us online at shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com. It does not get more Razorback than us. Dad, another delivery truck.
Go Hogs.
For the third consecutive year, you voted Crabtree RV in Alma the area's best RV dealer. The best customers, along with the top brands, biggest showroom, and friendliest staff have made us #1 again. And to show our appreciation, sales tax paid. That's right. Now through December 31st, Crabtree will pay your state sales tax on all new or used travel trailers and fifth wheels in stock. Thank you, and happy holidays from everyone at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
Hi, this is Matt Fowler with OneTrust Home Loans. It is hard to believe it is the end of the year. We want to thank you for your business and support. Because of you, the growth and success we saw in 2018 will continue for years to come. In today's market with rising interest rates, now is the time to purchase that new home or refinance your current home to get cash out for remodeling, large purchases, schooling, or just to pay off debt. Here at OneTrust Home Loans, we offer low rates, shorter loan terms, and portfolio loans that no one else has available for those out-of-the-box scenarios. We are your local mortgage experts and will listen to your specific dreams and goals and will show you the path to get there. Call today or stop by for free same-day pre-approvals with locations in Mountain Home, Harrison, Rogers, and Clinton. OneTrust Home Loans, where service is everything.
NMLS number 46375, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Morning Rush.
Winston's Pipe and Cigar Emporium is now open in Fort Smith. Come enjoy this family-owned cigar lounge with a wide variety of boutique cigar and pipe brands and accessories. Our lounge includes leather seating, humidified lockers, and large HD TVs for your viewing pleasure. With our convenient location in the center of Fort Smith and with one of the largest cigar, pipe, and tobacco selections available in the region, Winston's Pipe and Cigar Emporium is the premium destination for smoke enthusiasts. 5304 Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith, or visit winstonsemporium.com.
At Frank Rowe Furniture, Christmas is coming early. For the month of December, Frank Rowe Furniture is offering no sales tax and free delivery. That's right, no sales tax and free delivery. Frank Rowe Furniture is family owned and has been in the same location for 22 years. Our number one goal at Frank Rowe Furniture is customer service and stock as many made in the USA brands as possible. Remember, no sales tax and free delivery for the month of December. Frank Rowe Furniture appreciates your business and wants to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. Frank Rowe Furniture, best seats in the house.
Metal Direct offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Direct assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. Stop by their location at 7420 Inmar Drive in Little Rock, one block off University behind Napa Auto Parts, or call them at 501-562-3112. Metal Direct, the right material for the right price.
Employee pricing for all at Orr Chevy in Fort Smith. Make this a December to remember with Silverado crew cabs up to $12,000 off, or drive away in a 2019 Spark 20% off. Zero down, only $179 a month. And employee pricing on 2019 Traverse, Equinox, and Colorado. Only at Orr do all new vehicles come with lifetime engine warranty, 2 years free maintenance, and free car washes for life. Stop in today to see why you always score more with Orr Chevy. Shop online 24/7 at OrChevyFS.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Why does Hardee's make biscuits from scratch? That's like asking why clowns scare people. Because it's what we were born to do, and because it makes them delicious. We were also born to let you choose from our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, sausage and egg biscuit, or Frisco breakfast sandwich, and mix and match any two of these for only $4. That's right, as newborns, we came up with this 2 for $4 mix and match idea and started making delicious biscuits from scratch. Talk about proud parents.
Hardee's because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Are you looking for a new place to call home? Whether you're looking for an apartment, duplex, townhome, or a house, Trinity Multifamily has you covered. They even have options in surrounding states, from Texas to Michigan and Kansas to Tennessee. If you're looking for a new place to call home, make Trinity Multifamily your first call at 479-452-1817. That's 479-452-1817. Or online at TrinityMultifamily.com to search rental properties near you.
ESPN 95.3.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm
Get after the guys on Twitter at Rush John Neighbors and at Tommy Kraft ESPN. This is the Morning Rush.
Final segments of the Morning Rush. By the way, Nick, when are you going to be in here again?
Sure wish I could get a segment.
Why do you need you can't even show up to the show. We got to get you to start showing up to the show consistently before we get to that.
I would be okay. So I'll be here next Thursday.
Okay.
Then I'll be here the Thursday after that, and then after that I'll be in here every Monday, Thursday.
So maybe we'll get you a camera and then get your pretty little face on there.
I'm not worried about that.
So Mondays and Thursdays is going to be your days.
Mondays and Thursdays after like the second week of January, something like that.
Yeah, because we can talk about this Razorback basketball team making a run to the NCAA tournament. get to that second weekend, which apparently is the goal. Which, by the way, that we had a good segment talking about it as far as the pecking order of football, basketball, baseball among college sports programs and where it lies and how people feel about it. That wasn't my planned segment for what I was going to go with, but it ended up working out because it was a really good segment. But it's funny because the original thing I was going to bring up with that, as far as, the pecking order and basketball and where it lies on that, is just the simple goal to attain success in each program at Arkansas. For instance, the Razorback baseball team, there's not any other goal besides winning the national championship that you can go to from here. Now, obviously, going to the College World Series, that's well and good, but no one's going to really elevate the program until you win the College World Series.
Okay, right.
In football, you're at a point right now that it's so low, but I feel like you as a
6
program,
games.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like as far as obtaining a high level of success that gets everybody on board, everybody feeling good, and everybody bragging a little bit, would be to get to a New Year's Six Bowl. Like I'm not saying they're going to do that. I'm saying, but if Arkansas or any really program that does that, most programs that would do that, it'd be like, this is a successful season to the high level. Just saying. I guess it's the best way you can have it close to a BCS bowl game, because remember how big it was? Arkansas making the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
Same thing. You're iffy about it.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, because I think if Arkansas won 6 or 7 games, that people would be.
No, I mean, they'd be excited.
I think that level of excitement is along the same lines of the baseball team.
Right. No, I think they would be excited. I guess I'm just saying from the perspective of, to say you're a good football program, you're a good football team, you're great, you're bragging about it, you're feeling good. It's like you get to that point where if you get to a New Year's Six Bowl, it's like, yes. For a program like Arkansas, getting to that is like, you did pretty good. I guess that's my point. Because in basketball, if you do it, getting to the NCAA tournament alone is not that.
No.
It's getting now, I guess, to the second weekend, maybe even further, depending on who you ask.
The second weekend, yeah.
Yeah, because, see, I brought that up yesterday where I said I feel like making a Final Four if you're Arkansas would be like a big time. People are like, that's that's asking too much. I think at this point would just be making it to the second weekend, which I get, because it's like, okay, as a Razorback basketball fan, would you automatically say, we got to the second weekend, therefore we're a great basketball program? I don't know if you'd say that, but people would definitely feel good about everything if they made it to a Sweet 16 or further.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's amazing how the goals are all varied.
I just want to know what the formula is, because baseball, as far as importance and winning and attendance and how much people pay attention to, is one of the top in the country for Arkansas.
Arkansas is one of the few programs that has a basketball, football, and baseball team that both make above whatever that's called, above sea level. I'm calling it above sea level. They're profitable.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Well, because, I mean, and they are. And that's what the thing is across the board. And they'll support you if you're good. I mean, when the softball team this past year went to the World Series, everybody was showing up to the game. So, I mean, everything changed. But just an interesting topic. We may bring that back up tomorrow. Appreciate everybody listening in. For Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Nick Mason, I'm John Neighbors. Same sports show, same sports channel tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you then.
Changing jobs? What do you do at the Money